Good evening and welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse. I'm Shane and I just woke up, so I will be your lightly sleepy host today.
You sound. Are you grouchy in the morning?
No, not at all. Well,
Are you
it depends on what time I went
quiet
to
in the
bed.
morning? Are you quiet in the morning?
I mean, I have to be quiet in the morning so I don't wake up the rest of the house.
And what does the dog do when you get up?
Looks at me like I'm an idiot.
Because you're getting up too early.
Yeah, because it's like 5:15, 5:30, and the dog's like, "Why? You're just gonna go drink coffee. You're not gonna do anything important."
Right, because important to him is go outside, look around.
Yeah. Yep.
And lift the leg, come back in.
Find something to bark at.
Find something. It doesn't matter. It could be a fly. Yeah. It could be a fly sitting on the dandelion.
Oh. So Jesse says that I'm in the wrong spot. So Jesse, Izzo, we have guests tonight. So Izzo's going to run the show tonight. I'm just I'm just a sidekick.
Do what we normally do. Put yourself on the other. There you go. I don't want.
That make you feel better.
Yes. I don't want. It's like driving a car. I don't drive on the right side. If you send me over to England, guess what? I'm causing.
You're screwed.
I'm causing accidents all over the place.
I went over there before, and luckily I had someone that was used to driving on the wrong side of the highway. And every time we come up to a stoplight, I'm so confused because they go like across and then turn. I'm like, never mind.
So okay. It looks like Steve is not available tonight. He's doing the airport run. He just posted.
Typical.
Joe Brett is on special assignment.
Does that mean it's just us tonight?
Maybe we can get Molson to pop in. Who knows?
Oh, we are screwed.
Hey, I just saw Carlos, thank you for the bag of coffee. And when I say a bag of coffee, guys, this guy has cut down his costs of packaging. Now, you guys know me. I don't listen. I drink coffee like I eat barbecue potato chips, right?
He's in the basement.
I'm in the garage, Eric. I'm in the garage, and I have the Mr. Buddy heater. I got a light heat coming in. Got my cigar.
Is that cold?
We're good. It's starting to drop here in the Northeast. Well, we're technically not the Northeast. We're Southern New England. We're southern.
It's 86 right now. Texas.
I don't know what it is, 68 or 65 right now.
Oh, it's perfect. It was so this morning when I got up because I try to do like a 2 mile walk in the morning because I'm getting old and I don't want to stay fat forever. So I'm actually going out and doing stuff. And this morning it was absolutely gorgeous. I think it was like 65, 66 when I got up and went for my walk. Man, it's good.
No traffic. All right, so let me finish thanking Carlos. I got to thank Carlos because you know what happens around here? Squirrel. And this background light is getting me mad. I got to figure out. I don't like being. People are going to think I'm in the dungeon or something. I'm not. I'm not. Carlos, that's it. Carlos sent us a bag of coffee. Oh my God. I'm not a guy who likes coffee. I love the smell of coffee.
Coffee's amazing.
It is.
Carlos's coffee's amazing. I had it at Yellowstone.
Good stuff. We have both. We have the quirky QRP and we have the Carlos coffee sitting in the refrigerator, and it's I don't know, vacuum packed or whatever. It's in a Tupperware tub or whatever. I don't know. All I know is when she puts it in the Keurig, she does something in her I don't know what she does. I'm embarrassed.
But it smells good though, right?
Yes. Yeah. We'll get her on here sometime in the next few weeks. We should get her on, or maybe we'll go live with her in the kitchen. We'll
there you go.
We'll have her make coffee for every
it will be smell-o-vision then.
The smell of it. Scratch and sniff on the Clubhouse, guys.
Don't scratch your monitors or your phones, whatever device you're watching on.
But this is amazing. The smell of this coffee. It's right up there when you cut if you have a lawn and you cut the grass. If you like a good cigar, if you like good flowers, it is right up there. It is amazing how our body senses take in, and
Jesse says, I don't think I want to sniff the clubhouse. Jesse, you're brave. You are right, man. You are right. That is dangerous territory.
Jesse, ever since COVID, ever since the vid, we have done the appropriate scrub downs. The floor gets cleaned, the peanut shells get swept, the returnables get returned. We changed the line. Listen, we care. The urinals get those fresh, those new cakes. The new cakes in the urinal. We don't know what those cakes still do. For 50, 60 years now, people have been throwing cakes in it. We don't know what they do.
God. Paul says we should stream the debate and give color commentary. We avoid all politics on the Clubhouse. We no.
Yes, we try to avoid math, but you know what happens.
We do understand at the top of the hour we are competing with the debate. So if you guys need to bounce, just
who knows?
Turn us
we
down
may end the show.
And we'll be in there.
Right. You may go to the debates. We all may just after 60, 75 minutes say, hey, listen, we're out of here ourselves. You never know around here.
See, Carlos is like, I'm here because I don't want to hear about stupid politics. See, that's the Clubhouse. We keep you away from all that. We give you an opporportunity to escape that.
I'll send Carlos the link. The link.
So while you're doing your thing, let's talk about our people in green, our channel supporters. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for showing us your support. Brand new member tonight, Bull732 became a YouTube member. Appreciate that. Four Wheeling Redneck, look at that, became a YouTube member. Thank you so much. Ollie and Green Chat, you guys are what keeps this thing rolling. So welcome to the Baofeng Army, Four Wheeling Redneck. And I don't see, I'm scrolling up here because I think, Bull732, the Please Copy Studio. So good stuff. Izzo, how's your week been, man?
I never made it out to play POTA today. I got caught up on I'm working on a project in town and stuff had to get done for it. And when the town gives you a lot of money, a lot of zeros, and you're afforded the responsibility, it was one of those, we're getting ready to put a quote in on a very large project. So I just wanted to go through everything with the vendor. It took longer. And then I was chasing bees. If anybody in the chat, I heard that you can get rid of bees is it the homeopathic way or but using Dawn dish detergent. All I know is the only thing they got rid of was me because I had so much Dawn dish detergent on me. I was made bubbling a video up.
About that.
I was bubbling. Literally, I had bubbles all around me. And I went into the shower. My eyes were watering. And I went into the shower and there's just bubbles. I walked out of that shower so greasy, free, clean. Oh my God. I should have made a commercial
feel better?
I feel great.
Steve Elliott, K5SD, member for 15 months. Thank you so much. Richard,
I will tell you one thing.
Member for 11 months. Speaking of which, greetings, Shane and Izzo. Thanks so much. Eric, N1JUR, member for 8 months. Well, because I'm intrigued as to where Izzo really is.
All right. I got to say
Todd, KJ7JHH, member for 12 months. The 12 months.
And I'm going to keep it quick.
That means you got a new icon. Todd now has the crowns. He has the 12-month crown. Go ahead, Izzo.
All right. And one last final thing. The bands have been incredible. Okay. When you work DX POTA, I'm hunting here. I was in the garage the other day, Monday, and I was hunting. And it was incredible.
Can I put you on pause for 1 second?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna pause me.
Look at this.
Look at this. He wore a brand
he put on his uniform for tonight. Okay, continue your story, because I know if you don't, you're gonna forget it.
He had it dry clean for tonight. All right, listen. Russian stations were coming in like crazy on it was the September 6th. So whatever that was, whatever it was.
I refuse to work the Ruskies.
Why? Maybe you can give them coffee. Exchange rubles for coffee. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have. I've been playing a lot of RF and chasing bees and learning that Dawn dish detergent doesn't kill the bees. It only gets Izzo all bubbly up. Gets me all.
And nobody doesn't want a bubbly Izzo. If
Man,
you
I want to
get your
see pictures and video
you
of
got to make
that.
sure he's bubbly. I've had a good week as well. A couple of the things that I was doing software wise got pushed to production, so my workload's gone down a little bit, so I feel a little better. So yeah, I worked Callum today. Callum was on 40
Nice.
and 17. So I worked him from Steve's station in South Carolina. And
Excellent.
If you're in our Discord, there's a K5QBF this side of the radio chat. Go in there, and I posted a video of it. Just he was booming. He sounded really good coming into the United States.
Good.
We have guests
Hey,
tonight,
Carlos,
so we're going to keep our intros kind of short. But Daniel, good to see you, buddy.
I was gonna say Carlos and I should have shaved up here, and we could have been the Amish Ham Radio Club or something.
Let me go get some colored tape, a couple of band-aids. We have that electric Amish.
Don't know if that's
Yeah,
their accent or not.
Our bishop permitted it. It helps. So. But I can't. Jesse said, "Who's
The
Daniel?"
bishop
I
of
thought
the
Jesse was
bishop
around
of
when I was on the
Sealand.
show.
The Bishop of Sealand.
Right.
And
Jesse
so
said,
when you say so, huh?
So you said Jesse said who's Daniel?
Yeah, like up
Where's it
above.
at?
I thought Jesse. It's I can't highlight because I don't.
Carlos,
have
we
the
missed
account.
you. Who's Daniel? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't come around that often.
Yeah, Daniel
But,
knows how to spell who is, but
And
joking,
he's
Jesse.
back.
So Izzo, when you were saying like soapy suds, it reminded me I was in Texas one time in Austin, Texas, and I went horse riding, and like the horse was like foaming while I was riding it. I thought I was gonna kill it because it was so hot, and the thing was like foaming, and I'm like, this is really uncomfortable. And I said to the lady, "Should I be riding this thing?" And
Is
like,
my
she's
horse
"Oh, yeah,
about to
it's fine."
die?
yeah. So Izzo, when you're talking about that, all I
Excuse
could
me,
think of was you dying in the heat or something. I don't know. I was like, no, maybe that's a bad sign.
I'm not doing it to be. I'm not doing it to be cheap. I'm not doing. We just had all this Dawn dish detergent, and I'm like, I have one of those.
Were
big
you collecting
spray-
it?
No,
Watch
no.
it
It's
be-
just
Watch it be like a bee aphrodisiac or something. What do they call it? Where
Probably.
like, yeah, they're like, ooh,
Yeah.
this
The
is a nice bee.
the
I'm like,
YouTube
he smells
videos. The YouTube videos were
great.
showing.
Look at those
as soon as-
suds.
As soon as the
I'm gonna go
spray hits
investigate
their
Mr. Izzo.
membranes, it chokes them out. Yes, they were coming after me, and I'm like, "Why are you guys coming after? I'm spraying the hell out of you, and you should be dying. You should be doing dive bombs."
You know what?
You
what
should
else
be
helps
dying.
out? Izzo, like another life hack that you can learn online to get better fuel mileage. Put sugar in your gas. It works really well.
Only
That'll do
downhill,
it.
though, right? Only
That'll do
downhill.
I don't know. Most of these life hacks are like, really? Come on. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought you were supposed to put salt in it in the winter to keep it from
Sugar.
gelling up.
yeah, that's right.
Salt in the
All I
winter
know
and
is-
sugar in the summertime.
All I
Exactly.
know is
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow up the side of the house. When you hear the big boom, I'm just gonna blow up the side of the house, and I'm just gonna exterminate them one way or
You
another.
got
'Cause that's how we used to
WD-40
do it
and
as kids.
And a Bic lighter.
At kids, we take salutes and M80s, and one and done. One and done. That's how we did it as kids. I may have to revert back to my youth.
Welcome to B Talk with Izzo. It's a whole new podcast.
Extermination.
Yeah, what do they call it? Homeopathic extermination by Izzo.
Don't say
A whole
extermination of
podcast.
bees. I mean,
And there I was, and seriously, I had my cigar, and I was blowing smoke at them to slow them down, because everyone knows when you want to collect honey, you slow them down.
You watch too much YouTube, Izzo.
I only pissed them off more. They were
Okay.
like a NASCAR.
They
were
don't
doing
like Nicaraguans. That's what it is. They want Dominicans.
While Izzo's telling us everything he's learned about creatures on YouTube, it makes me think of 2 weekends ago. I went up to Cochrane, Ontario, to drop my daughter off at a train to go north. My daughter Emma got a job in Moose Factory, Ontario, which is way up in James Bay, and we had to go to Cochrane to drop her off. And unbeknownst to me, a couple days later in the news, there was an article about two gentlemen who were driving along in Cochrane and saw a baby bear cub in the middle of the road. And they decided to stop, put it in the back of their van, and they drove 10 hours back to where they live, and they fed at Taco Bell the whole way.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god.
Oh no!
Jeez.
So when they got there, it's like we all know. I don't have to say it. Leave the damn bear there, right? But anyways, so
They were going to relocate the bear to their house.
and the
Carlos,
news.
you gotta.
They were like,
Carlos, you gotta breathe. He's changing colors. Hang on, Molson. Look at him.
Be purple.
Molson, you made him change colors.
Yeah, but they were like, supposedly they were trying to reach the Ministry of Natural Resources or whatever it is. The health. But the news was talking about how when the cops went to go see it, they're like, the bear was lethargic or whatever, and they're like, probably from 10 hours of eating Taco Bell.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's a whole lot of dude wipes.
It is.
I could just imagine.
Natural selection at work right here.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
I could just imagine that they're in an interview and they're like, why did you think it was wise to feed him Taco Bell for 10 hours? Well, I was on YouTube and there was this guy named Izzo.
I was on TikTok. This guy named Izzo said if you wanted to really make a bear happy, you should get him a gordito. That's what a bear really likes.
That's the chalupa.
Wow.
The chalupa.
Wow.
Daniel, how you been, man? We missed you.
I've been good, man.
Trying to bring this thing back.
I was just tuning in and I saw Izzo say, "Oh, let's get Molson on here." So I figured I'd come on for a couple of minutes and say hi.
You were bored. Okay. Are you not going to stay for our guest? We're going to talk about your absolute favorite subject, POTA.
What's that, POTA?
Yeah.
POTA.
Yeah.
Maybe they like DQ blizzards. Maybe there could be some, Maybe the bear in the back of the van will need a DQ blizzard.
You're going to have a bear in a van down by the river.
At least give it a blizzard.
At least give it a blizzard. Carlos, how have you been, my friend?
Oh, dude. Up until now, I really thought I'm not in a great shape because my voice is messed up. But that laughter just cleared everything up, man.
We're homeopathic for your upper respiratory respiratory breathing needs. Just come join the clubhouse for 20 minutes.
I'm a big fan of this natural selection thing. If these,
you're going to say natural products.
If these two end up, being the bear's next meal, I'm okay with that.
That would have been the greatest TikTok ever when they're sitting there. Look, we have this bear with us, and all of a sudden they get eaten by the bear. That would have been. I bet that would have been trending.
Doing pretty good. Got a lot of DX over the weekend. Was playing Parks on the Air. The beautiful wife, the dog, and I went camping for the weekend, and got to bring the radio. So the European Field Day was over the weekend, and so was the Asian Field Day. So got a lot of calls on 10 meters, man.
Man, 10's been on fire.
I got 80 some contacts on 10 meters where you're just spinning the dial, man. So all you have to do is just get on there and spin the dial, folks.
Well, you heard it here first. That's how you have real radio success, to spin the dial.
I mean,
or is it just turn on the radio? Don't look at the propagation charts and go, I don't think I'm going to play radio today. And then you miss out on some of the greatest DX.
I'm guilty, like anybody else, of looking at the maximum usable frequency map and going, I'm not going to get on 10, or whatever. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else, but over the weekend I had zero internet, so I didn't have an opportunity to look. So I just figured I'll start at 10 and work my way up, and I never left 10.
Yeah. It's a great band, nice and quiet. Usually not a bunch of people on there. You can actually find a clear frequency, unlike 20 or 40.
So last week we were talking about DXE. I use it all the time, but I think the last week or so I've used more DXE website showing the DX spotting. And Kuwait, I'm sorry, not Kuwait was coming in. Algeria yesterday. I was chasing this Algerian station, and man, I wanted to work that so bad. What a beautiful station, beautiful QRZ page. Just could not the whole world was trying to work,
Yep.
Sahara in the desert. What a beautiful signal.
Rare DX, man. You got to work them hard.
See, in my 7 DJT 17 is great at the moment too. I agree. That's what I worked
Yes, I
Callum
agree.
on. I worked South Carolina to England on 17 meters about 2 hours ago. So it's possible.
You still have access to that remote station?
So we do have to have a moment here
Oh yes.
for Mr. James Earl Jones.
Watch you give
Rest
a
in peace,
eulogy.
buddy.
But watch you give a eulogy.
I didn't prepare one. I downloaded a couple videos of him on different shows. It's hilarious. Sean Hayes, if you follow him on over on Twitter, he did a cool deal about the episodes that he was on Will and Grace.
I forgot he was in
hilarious.
Field of Dreams. I totally forgot
Oh, yeah.
he was in Field of Dreams. It was just one of those, just an amazing.
This is from one of our local breweries for their Star Wars. So RAR Brewery. I'm sorry, it's RAR Wars, not Star Wars. So
Not to infringe on the right. Lucasfilm.
Right.
Bob and Tom.
I mean, who else puts a beer, one of those beer like double koozie things on Darth Vader's helmet so that
See, at first glance, I
drink two
thought
at
it
a
was a
time.
headset.
And it's a beer can.
I did. I know, but at first,
I can understand why he would think it's a headset. I mean, we're in a ham radio show, right?
That's right. Oh, did we lose Izzo?
No,
I don't know.
Oh, okay. He's probably over there still figuring out how he's going to light his set tonight.
Ed has it right. Admiral Greer from Red October. I was never here.
Right. Anyway, fantastic actor. Star of many of our favorite cult classics. So wanted to bring that up. So cheers. If you got something, cheers.
Here.
Izzo. What are you doing?
Oh, I think that's like 4 weeks old.
Oh. What was that?
What was that?
Old
What was
Pepsi.
it? Wine that was sitting in a glass?
Look, I got so many cans and stuff. I haven't cleaned my shack in forever, so I just grabbed the first thing I had.
You could
I think it's like
You take a swig out of each one of those.
Right.
Still tastes
COVID.
better than barbecue potato chips, I bet.
the COVID-24 started in the ham shack where ham
Mike-
took a sip of a.
Vaughn, I see that.
Mike
We have
has
some-
who the hell
we have
drinks
some-
Pepsi? Get a Coke, you animal.
We have some really good guests tonight, and we're going to go ahead and bring them on. So Izzo reached out and said, "Hey, we should have these guys on the show." So I would like to introduce Vaughn and
There they are.
Julie. Welcome to the Ham Radio
Hi, y'all.
Clubhouse. How are you guys? I'm going to let Izzo run the show, so I'm going to swap spots here. So, Izzo, take it away, buddy.
Well, how do you introduce a couple that has taken POTA on, and they created a Facebook POTA Power, and they're live on, was it Wednesday nights? Every single
Wednesdays and the weekends.
Wednesdays and the weekends. They have a fantastic YouTube show. We'll be throwing the links up here shortly for you guys to follow them. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. Chase them on POTA, and
Yeah,
I
put
was
them in your
telling them
handler.
early- Yeah, put them in your handler. We got to do all that ham nerdy stuff. We have to do it all
Right.
because that's who we are. So the question is, who got licensed first,
I did.
And
and how long,
why?
and why, and how long ago?
What brought you to this
Good
hobby?
question.
So, growing up out here in the Ocala National Forest, we did the whole CB thing in our little redneck trucks and whatnot like that.
Sure.
And it just got stupid where it was like people were just threatening to come cut your coax, and if they didn't like how good your radio sounded, they're going to come and break in your stuff and steal it. And I was like,
Wow.
this is too much drama. I went and visited my uncle up in Murphy, North Carolina, and in fact, he's in the hospital right now. He's 92. and he introduced me into ham radio. He goes, look, we can do auto patch, and we can do RIDI, and we can do Morse code, and we can do all this stuff. And he is
When was this,
just
Vaughn? When was this?
up in
What year?
probably 90.
You were in teen.
Yeah, I was in my teens, so probably 98, 99.
Mhm.
Right.
I have a question, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The Ocala National Forest to me sounds like Florida.
It is.
Last I heard, Florida's a very gun-positive state. You come on my property, cut my coax, you're taking the room temperature challenge.
Yeah.
It wasn't then, though.
It wasn't back then. Back then,
Oh,
we were
really?
teenagers, and the biggest thing we had was a little air rifle.
And
was more
technically, he
civilized
was
back
too young
then.
to own a gun then, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I mean,
He had a slingshot for the gator.
yeah, pretty much.
the thing is, we might have seen Vaughn as Florida man.
Yeah, well, accurate.
No. Florida man does some stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe some guy, breaks in, tries to cut your coax, and then is Florida man caught trying to break coax, but somebody's house gets ventilated.
I tell you though, CB during the solar cycle back then, well, it was on fire. We could work Canada, we could work down in the Caribbean and the islands and stuff like that all the time, and it was wonderful. That actually another reason why I kind of bit the bug, got bit by the bug, was the fact that we were working DX on CB, and you could work Europe and stuff like that with lower frequency. I'm all about it, and so. That and my uncle ordered a pizza through the auto patch. I'm like, yeah, I'm down.
That sold you.
Before
That
cell
sold you.
phones.
That's the ticket.
Yeah, before cell phones, exactly.
So what were you doing? So initially when you guys started, was it a little bit of like the VHF, UHF repeaters, some HF, or just a little bit of like everything? Were you just
a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. In fact, Julie actually bought me a TS440.
Mm-hmm.
I had a loaner.
Before I knew what it was.
I had a loaner
no
radio, and I started working on my General right away, and got that thing knocked down, and then it just went crazy from there. Trying to hit DX, and then was introduced to Parks on the Air, and now we're just slaying Parks on the Air.
All right. Well, hold on. We just ran real fast. So the question then is, your first HF radio was a Kenwood TS440, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What antenna were you using, and what kind of property are you? Did you just throw it up, mount it, an antenna in the yard, on the chimney? How did it all work?
Yeah. So my Elmer helped me build a junior G5 RV. So that way we had a little bit of 40, all of 20, 15, 17, 10. So it was resident on 20, no tuning needed. Yeah, Clyde. Mm-hmm. And he helped me build that, and we had it hung pretty high. And in fact, she didn't even see it in the trees there for a while.
I didn't know anything about radio until this year. We've been married for 15 years, but I didn't get interested until this year.
Yeah.
I used to make fun of him when he would be out in the front yard with an antenna.
Yeah, trying to chase satellites.
I mean,
she's like,
why are you pointing that thing at the sky? The neighbors are gonna hate you.
Yeah.
I think every spouse does that.
Yeah, she's
I tell them I'm hunting for a lost dog. That's what I tell them.
Chasing aliens with that thing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm trying to get a satellite. Settle down.
I'm like, okay, would you like my cell phone?
No, it don't work.
A typical spouse, but then all of a sudden, Julie, what happened though? Why? What would motivate you to all of a sudden? Did you tell him? Let me back up. Did you tell him you were going to get your license, or did you do it? I mean, not to be secretive or behind his back, but did you wanted to surprise him, or how did that happen?
Well, he started to go to parks, and I like anything new, and anything travel oriented, and anything historical. And he started to go to these places, and he's like, well, I'm going to go activate a park. And I'm like, what do you mean you're going to activate a park? What does that mean? Mm-hmm. And so he started to little by little show me different things. It's amazing after 15 years of marriage, how much you actually retain without knowing that you retain it. Mm-hmm. So he would show me certain things, and I'd be like, oh, so that's why that does that. And so I knew a lot more than I thought that I knew. And so he started to say, oh, well, why don't you just come to me? We'll go to this really cool historic battlefield. Well, okay.
Excellent.
That sounds like fun. So we would go and he'd be like, hey, could you help me by plugging in that to that? It was so covert. Really covert.
He's good. He's good.
It was
Really
secret
smooth.
radio.
Really
Good.
smooth.
Very
Would you
good,
come help
Vaughn.
me nerd
I'm-
out
I'm-
right quick?
Yeah.
I'm stringing antennas and she's plugging in the radios. It
Well,
works
now, yeah, now.
Right?
So he was like, "Bull, could you just sit and can you see if you can hear their call signs?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, all right, well, I'll help you because I'm done looking at the park, right? I'm done looking at
And
the
women have
signs and
impeccable
stuff."
hearing. Hang on. Wait a minute. We all know women have
And
impeccable
memory.
hearing. You
And
do
memory.
not argue
Everything.
with a woman for what
I-
was said.
I'm taking
I'm wrong.
notes here. I need to do this to my wife. Just let me get a notepad real quick. Hang on.
Well,
And
I
it
already
just,
have tinnitus real bad in my ears anyways from playing music and also shooting guns and whatnot. And so, and we also used to build, car audio systems in our vehicles. And so I can't hear crap. And so she's on top of it. She does all the logging and helps me set up the radios, and she's working on her general now.
well, I decided that for Orlando, I was going to test. But there was some family issues, so I didn't get to test at Orlando. And so I covertly downloaded Ham Radio Prep and was studying, and he didn't know. What? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You were
And,
secretly studying.
We
I
have
was.
we
I
have a
was.
testing we have a testing VE group in the clubhouse. Just saying.
All of us can do
Just
your
saying.
test, so let us know when you're ready,
Hey,
and
ask
we
30
will do the
questions
test
now.
for you.
No, don't do it now. Don't do it now.
But when you're ready to
No.
take your test, we would be more than happy to do the testing session for you.
But we are so I basically we went to some random, what was it, Clearwater?
No, I went to Brooksville tailgate.
Brooksville, and like it was on paper, and I just
So
I
1985.
went, I said, you know what, let me go try. And he was like, you want to go try that? And I was like, I'm just gonna go try. And so
Unbeknownst to him, you've been studying.
Yeah. For a while.
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
And so I went in there and I came out and I was like, I don't know how I did. I knew I aced it. But, and I was like,
No confidence there at all. Mm-mm.
I'm
listen,
over here trying to sell the crap on the table, and she's all giggly and
I'm
stuff.
just like, I don't know. And so 3 very nice gentlemen came out and they were so excited that I passed. And he was so surprised, obviously. So I have my tech. I'm just a lowly tech, but I am.
There's
studying
nothing
for my
wrong with
general.
that. Nothing wrong with being a tech.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
we
there's no
all
tech shaming
start
in the
as a
clubhouse.
So
Because you took that
Julie,
test and took the first step. So the people who are out there tech shaming can just go walk in dog poo.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Hey, listen,
You know
if we would have known, if we would have had a handler on that told us that 10 was open, we would have went and killed it there
Oh.
and let her run. But
My first contact was Australia. He
Yeah.
was so
There
mad.
you- oh,
He
there you
was
go.
so
Look at it.
mad.
Oh, look at
Let me
this.
tell you.
Come on.
Let me tell you.
livid.
This is why we can't have nice things, though, because I went and hit Australia, and the next morning, he gets up at 2 a.m., and leaves me a note when I get up for work. By the way, I got 2 Australias last night.
Yeah, because he turned on the Ameritron.
I'm just going to say, turn on the amplifier. 100 watts of wire.
He got up at 2:30 in the morning and clicked on the amplifier, and I hit 2 people in Australia right off the rip.
Yeah,
I'm like, well,
yeah.
While she did it at 50 watts or 100 watts of the wire.
yeah.
From a car with a mag mount.
Mag mount.
Right?
I'm running an
I'm
off
still-
center fed that's 140 feet across the whole yard
Vaughn.
with
With
a light
1,000
as a
watts.
reflector.
Dude, hold up.
He's out there in his underwear. He's out there in his underwear at 3 o'clock in the morning,
That part.
re-swinging an antenna,
Absolutely.
aiming it towards Australia.
Terrain. Hold up.
What is the
Hold
compass
up,
needle
Vaughn.
need to
Hold
get
up. Terrain.
Exactly, Sean. Where's my
Boa
compass?
cap? What time do I get to Australia from Florida?
Honey, go back to bed. Don't worry about it. I heard the cat
Exactly.
outside. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Listen, I'm still stuck
Mm-hmm.
on the idea that she learned ham radio, without even intentionally
Subliminally,
to some
yeah.
degree. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
That's
and after
amazing.
20 after 20 years
Great
of marriage,
story.
my wife still asks me the questions that she knows the answers to. So
Yeah.
this is
Well, I
mind
did
blowing.
too. I really did too, but I mean, I did study.
Ham stick versus American.
There you go.
The
Rock,
hamstick
paper,
challenge.
Rock, paper, Ameritron. I win.
Right.
No, I was absolutely 110%. Why do I need a radio in my car? I have a phone. And then all
Because
of
you
a
can't
sudden,
talk to Australia.
well,
Now
you
you-
can,
right.
but it's
Without,
not
without a
fun.
radio, you can't. Well, unless you know somebody.
So, so I decided that I would surprise him after so many years of marriage and just go
So,
get
Julie,
it. And
what year
see-
was this? Julie, what year
So
did
this
you get
year.
yours?
That was March.
This year.
That was
It was
March.
right after Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
I took her to Orlando, and then we went to a tailgate right after that, and she passed it.
And now I sell stuff at the tables, and I plug in all the equipment, and he better not touch my battery box. It's a bad thing. And,
What type of stuff do you guys sell at the table?
Yeah.
Well, he does a lot of estates and
Yeah.
silent key
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Southern
Yeah.
states. I buy them
Yeah.
up, and then we'll sell them off.
Nice.
And then I also give a lot of them away to new hams. In fact, I picked
We
up a
do that.
spool the other day,
Nice.
and I've been giving
Excellent.
away 100-foot sections of that, and just helping people out. And
That's awesome.
Good.
so
Thank
it's
you.
a lot of fun. In fact, I got a ham that just called me the other day. He goes, "Listen, I got XYZ amount of dollars, and what could I get for that?" And I said, "Well, I got a power supply coming in on Friday. I already picked up a ICOM 2200. I've got enough 2-meter verticals to kill somebody out there in the yard. Let's put something together."
Y'all should see my house. It's full of equipment. It's ridiculous.
We could go joust in the front yard.
It's like a warehouse. It's like a warehouse.
Absolutely.
Really,
Yeah.
it sounds to me like you just need to take some of that stuff into the field and test it before you sell it to
Oh.
make sure that it works.
So
we
let me tell
did.
you guys something.
Oh.
I got to tell you guys something crazy. We're at Orlando. She knows that she's working on her license. I don't. And so we're at the Orlando Ham Fest, and
I hope he's watching.
we run into this really cool guy. He's got a backpack with a ICOM 705, and it's got an auto tuner, and it's got a Bioinno battery, and it's got all the stuff and all the things.
It's like it was my dream pack because it had all the accessories, everything, all the Barbie shoes and everything. It was perfect. And it had even a really pretty red cage.
Oh,
POV case? The POV case?
Swiped her credit card, and,
I just looked at him and I went, I think that we should have that.
and it's hers. I don't touch this.
We.
we.
He did buy me an amplifier for it.
I did buy her that
There you
Zydu
go.
125
Julie,
amplifier.
Yeah.
Jul-
There you go.
Julie, do you do the same when you want a car, cookware, diamonds? Do you do the same thing, or is it only for radios? I'm pulling you. Just that means that's a yes. We got it. We got it.
So what was the last
Mr.
time we went to a funeral, and you were like, "Hey, I think I want a new car."
Yeah.
After lunch, we went and bought a new car.
I needed to be. It was so sad.
It's
It
like,
was so sad.
I
It was a
feel
sad
so much
funeral.
better buying this leather interior car after the funeral.
No,
you
It made me
feel
so
like-
In all
sad. I need a new
seriousness,
car.
in all seriousness, it sounds like you guys are great friends. You're married, and listen, in all seriousness, with relationships, we all know that's important. And when you do things, I don't want to turn this into a Dr. Phil here moment, but we all know when you start
Dr.
doing
Izzo.
things, when you start doing things together, it makes it even more special, and your bond just
Yeah.
goes deeper and deeper and deeper.
And I tell you, we
It's
get
a good
this
feeling.
connection. We start flowing on an activation. We get this connection, and I actually started a little saying, "People that POTA together stay together." So
Right. See, Molson? It's POTA. POTA's where it's at.
that's right. And she loves the
Wow,
whole
now
history
hold
of
on.
things.
I'm now
And the
I'm
travel,
thinking
so.
about looking through the obituaries and the classifieds and finding out where to bring my wife to convince her I need to buy another radio. Like,
Oh, you can get a new car.
He's gonna have the
I
saddest
just
funeral.
I felt like new leather would make me happy.
That's right. She was so
I'm like,
happy. We had suits
Pam.
and bought her a new leather interior car.
Next, she's gonna say, "You know what? That 7610 would really make me happy."
Oh,
Well, I decided that we needed. I decided that I didn't like the coax because I'm in charge of doing all of that, and I didn't like it because it was problematic, and so for Father's Day, I got him the Mezzi Poloni Potaflex.
me, but she's the one that uses it.
Nice.
Nice.
Hopefully,
Excellent.
I use it also.
used Mike's discount code.
We
Shout
get
out.
that.
I use it also.
7.
I use it also, and
It's
I've been very,
nice.
very happy with it. It's great out in the field. So you really do see it. There's no excuse as you don't see it on the ground. It's there.
No.
Exactly.
And,
Right.
No.
and
Very
I
yellow.
bought the reel. It reels up nice. It just makes it. What rig are you guys using out in the field now?
We use 3.
So we have we've kind of,
Because she said that we need 2 more radios. So go ahead. What was the first radio?
So the first radio was the 891, the FT 891. Everybody and their brothers
Same here,
got
yeah.
one for POTA.
That's good.
And then
It works good.
we started doing the whole let's take a video screen capture of the radio while we are doing Parks on the Air streaming. And so we upgraded that to the 7300. I got 2 of them now. I got one there, and I got another one in the POTA box. So
Excellent.
I got the 9700 on the other side.
We had to organize it because the POTA stuff was in backpacks and things, so we ended up getting 2 stacked. This is the benefit of having your wife involved. I was like, we have to organize this. This is too much.
I love this.
Well, we went to Cedar Key, and in Cedar Key you have to take a boat over to the preserve, right? Which is completely washed out. We ended up activating. You can look at it up on Facebook. We have pictures. We ended up activating on like an old tree.
Yeah, it's a fallen tree.
Yeah, and so, but we had to get on this water taxi, and there was no way that I was carrying 14 backpacks and being a camel mule on this thing. So I was like, okay, we got to stop this. So we ended up getting, I don't know, it's like the Walmart special.
Yeah,
it's not
Heart,
anything.
It's a Heart Walmart roll around toolbox.
And it's 2 containers.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then
Nothing wrong with that.
No, it works
Cheap,
perfect.
cheap,
It
30
works
bucks.
Perfect. And so we ended up doing the little tray that comes on the tops for all your bits and bobbles. And so it works really great. And then we take the push-up pole and the tripod and we just not zipper tie it. What is the yellow things?
Little
The
tie
orange.
wraps.
They're just wraps anyway. They're metal wraps. And there's pictures of us pulling that down the beach,
Yep.
like running over crabs on this island.
Poor crabs.
Poor crab.
Well,
No
in
crabs
defense,
were
they
killed in
my
the middle of
way.
this expedition.
Yeah, exactly.
They weren't.
Real quick, we use that Jack Kite 28-foot telescopic, and then we use the Flatlanders roll up.
That's really good.
This thing's
That's a
so
cool
fast.
antenna. Yeah.
It's cheap. It just works. I barely have to hit
You got it
any.
off of Etsy, didn't you?
Yeah, Etsy. Yeah.
I was just going to say the
I
Etsy.
barely have to
the
tune
Etsy,
it
yeah.
all.
It's on the Etsy store.
And just hit that little, flip that thing out and reel it up.
It's got like a cattle.
Is that an in-fed half wave or what kind of antenna? Is that a
halfway
91?
for 40,
Yeah.
40 through 10. Yep.
Wow.
And
Cool.
and we slope it with that Jack Kite telescopic mast. And
One
I've actually
thing,
got a
if you guys
tripod.
haven't noticed, because hams, we're always looking for new ideas to carry stuff, use stuff.
Sure. Absolutely. Us too.
We take items that the manufacturer had no intentions to be used for ham radio,
Yeah,
and all of a
right.
sudden we are just reinventing what the use is for. It is amazing. One day I was thinking of doing a video of, because I went around between my shack, the garage here, and this thing, and I came up with like I think 12 or 13 items that were never intended for ham radio, but yet we use them every day
Speaker
now.
wire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So this
started
thing
it all.
here,
Speaker wire started it all.
For like $70, whatever this thing was, it's quick. You could put it up into a tree on a throw weight, or you could send it up with a telescopic, or
We do that because we've been
and-
yelled at by park rangers.
we got yelled at for being in a
In a
tree.
tree. So we don't do
Yeah.
that.
They kind of
anyway,
frown
so
upon that sometimes.
We've
They
hit
do.
Sweden and Poland and Spain and Italy, and just this thing is
We get
crazy.
a lot of Italy, actually.
A lot of Italy.
We get a lot of DX.
And we use
The Italian
ham
guys,
radio.
Italians and Spainers have been out like crazy lately. I've noticed that. They've
Yeah.
been chasing.
We use
Ham radio dude, ham radio dude, also on YouTube, did a nice promotional video about that. Experimenting, laying it out, and then I like you. I went to the Etsy store, and I'm like, do I need another POTA antenna? I think I
Yes.
carry 6,
Yes.
and I think the answer is yes. I mean,
the answer's
so
always
I'll be strong.
wrong with you.
Right.
Hang on. Where's your man card? I'm taking a corner off of it. I'm just snipping a corner right now.
Of course, it's another antenna.
It's funny. I'm actually in the process of selling my ATOS 120 so I could buy another chameleon antenna. Like I need one.
Really?
He doesn't.
Really?
I can promise you he doesn't, but we do.
Yeah.
Of course we do.
Have you seen the Explorer mask?
That Mezzi and Poloni,
Have you seen the Explorer mask?
Junior. Yeah, I want the 33 though. I don't want the 10 meter one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The 10 meter long one, the new carbon fiber. That it hasn't hit yet. It's still on pre-order or whatever. So I'm waiting on it.
I can't wait for it. I got to check one of them out. It was really cool.
So you guys are primarily doing Florida. Have you done it? Have you done any other states? Any other excursions?
We have.
We did
adventures?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. We've done Georgia. Up at
Jekyll Island.
Jekyll Island.
Mm-hmm.
So,
excellent.
And we have plans. We actually, I've got 2 roads planned, 3 if you count spring break. If for spring break, my kid is so not thrilled with us, but I'm gonna drop him off. We're gonna just do that.
You can't come, Mom. You can't come. No.
Listen, he's gonna we're gonna camp. So we do have a 5th wheel that we take out camping and whatnot. And so he's gonna be there, but he's like, we're gonna do a whole day. We're gonna do South Carolina for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
We're gonna do Charleston, and we got some parks in there that we're gonna do. But I want to do Homosassa Springs. That's a 3-er. But you want to do St. Augustine.
St. Augustine before it starts to cool
beach.
off. I want to go a couple more beach trips before it starts to cool off.
I won't say no to the beach.
Some of that saltwater propagation.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. In fact, we actually bought a kite. We bought a kite. I'm gonna try to get the infed up a kite.
Excited.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Nice.
I just I saw that Don N5SKT, he shared this link, and I just pulled the link up. I just want to make sure we got the right one there.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
But he special made you green, didn't he?
Yeah.
You have a choice of color. Yep. You have a choice of color. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you
listen,
can do desert brown, black, army green, and safety orange.
When I bought this, there was only orange, and I think there was
The brown.
orange and brown, I think, or something. And I asked him, I said, listen, my push-up pole's green, my coax is yellow, but I want a green reel also. That way it matches everything else. And he made it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was good. That's probably it, actually.
That is it.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Isn't that great?
80 through 10. Oh, it's a 9-to-1. It's a 9-to-1.
Yeah.
There we go.
It does really, really well. And it sets up so quickly. By the time I have everything, so a lot of the parks that we go to they're like walking trails. So,
Right.
And we're in my Kia with my leather interior. So we don't always do like tables and chairs.
Sorry, Carlos.
We got to pause for a minute. Izzo, you're in front of a computer. You can just take a screenshot on the computer.
No. There is a bug. No. I'm taking the bug. I'm going to show you the bug.
Anything.
No. Hang on. I'm going to show you the bug. A bug just popped on the ring light.
I was like, Izzo, you could just replay the stream, buddy. You don't have to take a picture of this.
Picture of his computer.
The link is in the chat.
Okay.
The link is in the chat, buddy.
No. I'm going to show you the bug as you're talking. A bug this size.
This is your 911 operator center, guys.
Oh, hey,
Just remember.
listen, while we're at it, while we're busting Izzo's chops,
What are you doing? Oh,
we
no,
do have-
he knows already.
Hey, Izzo.
we got some barbecue
No,
chips
I
on standby.
Poor Izzo. Listen, I won't say that it wasn't my idea, but I didn't bring mine out.
Oops.
It's always a great idea.
Yeah.
We can't let Izzo live that down.
I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes. I'm going to show you what's hanging out here on the on this ring
boy.
light. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's gonna take 20 minutes for it to get uploaded.
No, it won't. It's available right now. Hang on. It's available right now. Watch this.
This is riveting.
You guys
content,
want to laugh at me. Hang on. Which one should we show you?
Yes.
I believe you.
Thank you. Hang on. We're going to do this.
Now he's scrolling through his entire albums looking for
Right.
something that
No,
actually
Because
it's
he
makes
uploaded
right
it to his
here.
Google Drive. He's like, I can't share that picture.
All right. Can you see it now?
No.
Can you see that?
No.
Nope.
You wanted me to present
you
that
probably
screen?
like-
It's a
How
thumbnail.
come you can't?
Oh,
There it is.
Oh, it's a green thing.
oh, it's
It's
a
a-
little
it's a
tiny
huge-
cricket.
It's a huge green thing.
Looks like a
Look at 'em.
cricket.
moth or
And
Look
it
at that.
loves your ring light.
It's
You
too
know-
cold for them to be there.
Izzo, if you call that huge, I feel sorry for your girlfriend.
Shut up, you.
Of course. Not.
Shut up, you.
I mean, and as it relates to a bug, I mean that's a pretty good sized bug.
It is a pretty good size bug.
Anyway,
I'm gonna write
that's
that
what
down.
I was doing. I wanted to
Put
catch
Carlos in timeout.
the moment. Carlos, exactly. Carlos, you're in timeout. No coffee for you.
There you go.
He put himself in timeout.
Wait a minute.
Let's get back to these great people. So how long
Oh.
have you been doing? So what made you all of a sudden said we're going to go on POTA Power, or we're going to create POTA Power? How did that?
It
how did that
was
start?
like this.
First
was
off,
this, like,
what
3
is
months
POTA
ago?
Power?
So-
Let's go further back. What is POTA
Good point.
Power?
Okay, so no, we were just activating, and because I don't have any sense, I don't know that I'm not supposed to interrupt him while he's doing POTA interactions. I'm like, oh, I like Texas. Let me say hi to Texas, and I love Texas, and then like for some reason I associate all states with food, and so I'm like, oh, you're from New York. I'd like pizza from New York, and I would start and so people started to actually like. They started to friend request us and like we had one guy from Europe who came on after we were doing your kilo, right? Who said, oh, I just wanted to let you know that we in Wales enjoyed listening to you for 2 hours. And I was like, what?
Yeah, we're working on our kilo in Silver Springs Nature Park, and
Right.
and we are all done. We're going QRT, and this guy was like, "Hey, one more thing before you guys go.
It's a good
I want
thing
to
you
let you
did."
know." Yeah, because we took down his call sign, and that was number 1,000.
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
And
It
he was from Wales, and he was literally our 1,000th contact. And
He was just like, hey, I've been listening to you guys for like 2 hours. I'm like not hunting parks. I just think that
you
you're
guys are
entertaining.
But
See,
actually, how it
yeah,
all
that means
started,
you're onto something.
Well, how it all started for us was we were actually in a park over in Pinellas Park, and the guy was like, "Hey, listen, this is a QRP rig. I'm over on the other side of Tampa Bay, and I just kind of get an idea what this radio sounds like. You're my first contact." I'm like, "Let me take a video on my iPhone, and I'll send it to you."
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm like, you know what?
Very good.
Other people do this crap, and other people do it on YouTube and stuff. Why don't we just put it up on Facebook and have fun with it? And the whole POTA Power thing, you
Yeah,
know,
that was all you.
It's all me. It was.
I was like, okay,
Everybody's always
it's not gonna
like,
do anything.
Everybody's always like, well, what kind of antenna do you run? Well, that's power goes through that, you know. What kind of battery do you run? Well, we run the eco-worthy 30 amp hour. You know, what they want to know about my power tray. I call it the power tray. It's the top little hand part of a.
It's straight up J-rigged.
It's straight up. It's just a Harbor Freight tool.
Walmart. Another Walmart.
No, it's even-
That sounds like
It's
one of
worse than Harbor
Mike's
It works.
first
It's Harbor
prototypes
Freight.
for his
Harbor
battery
Freight.
box was like that.
Yeah,
on the top of the
so
power
we
tray.
actually plug our little Anderson power pole power strip, and then I've got like a voltage monitor, and then I've also got in the front of it is the West Mountain radio power
The blinky thing.
to make sure that we don't over voltage. That way we don't over
That's
voltage
what it
and
is.
stuff.
But she made sure
It does.
Carlos, you laughed. She made sure he bought that though.
Exactly.
Just remember
No,
that.
See,
See?
she's
those
the one that
circuits.
plugged it in.
It's the blinky thing from now on.
Power tray. It
I'm
had to
going
be-
I'm
where
going to
it
go
was.
see West Mountain Radio at the next Hamfest. I'm going to go, I want a blinky thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you got to get the blinky
I'm,
thing.
I'm
I
straight up
blinky thing from my power box.
Julie sent me.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
So speaking of that kind of stuff, our little sign right there is from Light Cove, Light Signs
I like
Cove,
I like
and
that.
they
pretty.
actually on POTA Power Facebook page they actually gave us a discount code. So if y'all want to go check that out, get a discount on that bad boy. And it's on like 5 or 6 days, and it was here.
Those signs are really cool. I've got one
It's
right
nice.
over there. You can't, it's off screen, but
Yeah.
I love those things.
Yeah, this is in
And-
my living room. That was one of the benefits of him.
I had to make it pretty.
So, well, yeah, that was one of the benefits. You can't see the monstrosity that this desk is. It's humongous. But it was in his ham shack outside because I didn't understand why we should have radios in the living room. And so then
But now
It's true,
you
though.
do. Now you
Now you
understand.
know.
I do now.
Now you
I
know.
do. And so I looked at him one day and I was like, hey, so you know that big, huge desk outside? And he was like, I can't get rid of it. I'm like, I'm not asking you to. I said, what if we got rid of the piano and put in the desk?
Oh,
And he looked at me.
See?
Wow.
And-
Wow.
That happened.
Wow.
We donated the piano to a church
Mm-hmm.
and put the desk where the piano was.
We have a keyboard in the other room. So
We
it's
got
not
a
big deal.
keyboard, bass guitars. We got
All the things.
6-string over there.
So he decided, so he looked at me like I had 14 heads and was like, are you feeling all right? I'm like, I am. Can you make it work?
I'm like, okay, listen, if we put this big old desk in the middle of the living room, I'm not taking it out for any time soon.
That's what he said.
Right?
No.
Because she
We need to-
rearranges the house a couple times a year.
I'm the same.
This
way.
desk
Hey,
ain't
guys.
moving.
Yeah,
Sorry to
Molson.
interrupt you. I got to take off. I got to take
Take
off.
care,
It's been a
Daniel.
pleasure to hang out with you guys.
Hey,
again.
thanks for
So,
hopping in,
Bye,
buddy.
Molson.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah. Bye.
Take care. Oh, he broke the mold.
Now we're all.
Now we're all spread out.
okay.
There
Now
you
we're
go.
all
Oh,
spread
there it
out.
There we go.
So he was very excited. And my friends came over and they went, what is that in your living room? I was like, let me just show you. Look, we can totally talk. Do you see my map? And it's got all my pins in it. And now they look at me like I have 14 heads. I'm like, just, you don't understand.
3 weeks later,
Okay.
they're going to get their license, and they're going to be. There you go. That's how it
Oh,
starts.
they're
That's how
they're
it starts.
watching right now.
It's funny.
Good.
It's funny. I have
You're-
two
so you're
young
enabling-
coworkers.
Ham
You
radio
listen.
licenses. Got it.
It's just
Exactly.
like, let me. Back in the day, people would have Tupperware parties. No one ever heard of a Tupperware. Next thing you know, you go to the Tupperware party, and then everyone, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, the neighbors,
Mhm.
the priest, the
Everybody
pastor,
had Tupperware.
everyone has Tupperware or Corningware or whatever,
Mhm.
and candles. And before you know it, now because you guys, we're all going to have ham radio in living rooms, and we're going to be bringing back
Right?
family values
We're gonna,
and
we're gonna call it
geography.
living rooms on
This
the
is-
air.
And RF
Yeah.
burns.
Oh, that's really no pressure.
We got living rooms on the air. Listen, you get
And
an
why
extra
are all
reward
of
if
my
you do it
touch
during
lamps
Thanksgiving.
blinking?
Can I string a dipole inside of my house?
Yeah. Can I light up the
Yeah.
Christmas tree with modulation?
Listen,
Yes.
if you could do
Yes.
that, I'd be about it.
You can.
Well, I got the heater.
If you get the antenna
Yeah.
close enough, the Christmas lights will light up.
That's exciting.
the
I think
glow
we
of
might
the
have broke our
tubes.
TV.
And they will sparkle at your modulation. At your peaks, the whole thing will light up.
I feel
Hey,
like
Vaughn, what do
We
you
were at
guys
CD,
like?
we used to
Do
do
you
that
guys
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
do you guys just like sideband? Do you play with any other modes? CW, FTA, anything else?
Just phone.
yeah,
just
just
phone?
phone. We're too social
Yeah,
for the rest
we,
of it.
We like talking, and so
Should I say what I think?
go ahead.
It's really because it's probably not. It's probably. I feel like digital is not real radio.
Ooh.
Love it.
I-
Thank you.
here's
Fighting
the
words.
reason.
So
Here's the reason.
careful,
It
Chad.
just feels like you might as well be on your computer texting or on
you
message
feel like-
app.
Which
or,
is fine.
Hmm.
But
You
listen,
feel like-
also I have a problem.
See,
I'm
we're
just
between
old.
the fifth and the sixth.
It takes
Whatever.
us sometimes.
Just-
It takes us sometimes 20 visits to a park to get 1,000 contacts, when you can do it in 2 or 3 days on digital. It's not fair.
Oh, I don't know about it not being fair. And I think that there's definitely a place for it. I understand the place for it. Like when the
Right,
bands are
right.
bad and all of that. I'm just saying that when we're talking overseas and when I can actually get on the radio and talk,
Shots
right?
fired.
I didn't mean it like that though. I
Blame
didn't mean it
on.
like that.
It's
There's
okay.
all
I'm
love.
I'm completely on the record already as saying that APRS is pointless.
Julie-
There's a purpose though. I get
Julie,
the purpose.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Julie, I've said this. I said this. I believe as ham radio, again, and you're starting to see this too. It has so many rabbit holes. The nickname rabbit holes.
Absolutely.
I believe if you like CW, go have fun. I'm not a CW operator. My grandfather was
Absolutely.
huge into it. He rolls
I
in
think
his
that's
grave
real
because I don't
radio.
do it. It is what it is. Okay, I'm all sideband. When it comes to the FTA, I don't agree with it, but that's just for me. But if there is somebody who is, I don't know, if I was to lose, I think, my hearing, or if I had some
Absolutely.
if I had some other physical change to my body or where I was living, and all I could do is be a ham radio operator on FT,
Exactly.
on FTA,
Absolutely.
you know what I
Exactly.
say? God bless you. Go do it. But
Absolutely.
for right now, I personally don't see the benefit or the chest pounding of I did this on FTA. No, your computer did it. You
especially at the time of the
and that's an argument.
solar cycle.
I'm just really social.
Right.
Exactly. Now, I'm not going to knock FT8 or the digital modes. There's a place for it. Just like you say, there's a place for it.
Absolutely.
It's totally a personal preference. Some people may like going out and chit-chatting. Some people may have mic fright and they can never get over it. And if they still want to make contacts, they can go do it on FT8.
So you guys,
I just say this.
You guys had
I have to take a quick minute here because we need to inject this in here. Send your hate mail to
Ham Radio Clubhouse.
I was gonna say Steve, temporarily offline. PO Box 867-5309.
I just
Brian says if it ain't Spark Gap, it ain't radio.
That's right.
If it's just okay, so the problem is that because remember that my knowledge is like this. And so when I think of radio, right? When I think of radio, I think of people Dits and Das, right? Like the Ham Radio Duo. She is so amazing to me. Like,
she's incredible. Both of them. I agree.
Yeah. Hang on. You know that's digital, right?
I do.
Yeah,
but she's still putting in the work.
That takes talent.
But she still has to put in the work, right? So we went to, I'll tell you, we went to a ham radio, what was that? The club? Like it was a club in the area, and we went and we saw their whole setup and everything. Carlos. We were in a tent.
Okay.
Right.
Anyways.
And so he was like, "Oh, let me show you our antenna." And I'm learning, right? Like I'm a sponge, so I'm trying to learn all this. And so then we walk back in the tent, and he goes, "Oh, I just made 50 contacts while I was out there talking to you about our antenna." And I went, "You made 50 contacts?"
Yeah, his computer did.
Yeah.
And I was like, So, but does it have a purpose? Can it be useful in an emergency situation? Yeah. Can it be useful in a situation where propagation is bad? Absolutely, 110%.
That's the whole thing about this hobby is you choose what you like to do.
Absolutely.
If you don't want to chat with people, if you don't like people, I mean, that's fine. Go get on your computer and pound away.
Some people would rather chase satellites instead of DX. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever say to everybody. The only thing I only ask everybody, and again, my opinion is just my opinion. At the end of it, it's just like my activation. My POTA, how I do my POTA activation is how I do it. The only thing that we always say to everybody, just be a good operator. I don't care if you, I don't care what mode, just be good about it. And when you have the opportunity to promote something positive about our hobby, do it. Do it. Whether you're, that's the only thing. Whether you do one. Listen, we're not going to turn this into a picky minutia of just have fun. Just have fun.
Oh my God, you said the F word. We're going to be demonetized.
Yeah, I know, I said the F word. All
right. Again, send your hate mail too.
Right. Joe Brett said that we run our POTA activations like it's a net. We'll actually take a list and work down the list. And so
I like that.
That's a great idea. Yeah. Because I struggle sometimes.
We've got both Joe Brett and Izzo in the log, and we have a blast on.
If you pull it up, like we have so much fun. I can't imagine sitting in front of a computer myself. I think that's probably what my issue is.
Easy, ma'am.
I can't imagine that.
Easy. You're in ham radio. You're not allowed to be having fun, okay? This is recorded. It can be used against you in a court of ham. Easy with the fun word. Don't. Let's just ease back. Don't incriminate yourself.
I don't know anything. I don't really know anything.
You know,
she's been a ham since March. Settle down.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. Listen, just a little bit. So it's So I just like the social aspect. I love when people call and like I know them because I've written down their call sign 10 times.
Right.
And
Yep.
they're repeat offenders. And I could be like, hey, Toby, hey, you know, I mean, like, there's so many that.
Toby
I love
is
working
Ted.
Toby. I love
She is
working
the bomb.
Toby.
Toby is a machine.
Toby
telling you,
is
she's
a
great.
machine.
I think she's number one in
She's
more parts than
unbelievable.
anybody else. She's got to be number one.
She
in
always
most
remembers to
parts.
say hi to me. And I
Yeah.
love that.
There's probably about
And,
25 people. There's probably about 25 people, maybe 30 people that I love hearing their voices.
Mhm.
And not only
Yeah.
does it make me kind of judge, because like it's like your mind kind of says, I'm here, they're
She's in the
there,
chat.
and I can make. She's in what?
She's in the
There
chat.
she is. Just Toby. Hey, Toby,
Oh,
this
hey,
is.
Toby's in the game.
And
She's
you know
awesome.
when you
We
you
love
know
Toby.
when you can hear for a guy in the Northeast, it's funny because and again and it's and I use different stations to see. Again, we can all look at vocab, DX Heat spotting page, the POTA spotting page, but it's nice to know. So when I'm listening to you guys activating, to you as an example, and who you're working, if I could hear them, it's
Look.
it says something about my station. It says something about propagation for that time, the band, and it teaches us. It's learning.
This is called love right
Look at
here. She
you.
brought me
Look at
whiskey. She
you.
brought me chocolate.
Wow.
What kind of chocolate is it?
Aw,
It's
The kind
looks
you
like
eat.
strawberries.
powder. It's
Carlos.
like Reese's cup.
What's her
Peanut
call
butter
sign?
Reese cup, homemade.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
that is
Carlos,
love.
what's her call sign? That's love.
No.
Ooh.
Don't be like that.
Bam!
Don't
You,
be
you
like
know
that.
what? You win. You win.
Listen,
do.
listen, here, let me help you.
It's awesome.
I got the call sign for me.
Yeah.
Speaking
did.
of,
Thanks, Julie. 73 Becky. Aw,
Becky
dude.
says thank you.
Aw.
Those two are awesome. We watch their videos every week.
Yes.
We
Did
don't
you
know-
hear them? I'm not sure if you were watching our show, but she gave up her key. I was so honored. I sent her a QSL card and some
Aw.
stickers and a few other things. I was really. It was like one of those moments in ham radio to yourself that you're like, oh my god, that woman gave up the key to pick up the mic and just to make a quick contact for 5 seconds. It's the little
Yeah.
things of the
I did
camaraderie
hear
that we
that.
have
I
in our
watched.
and our hobby. I love it. I love it. I love the whole
Mhm.
socialization, whether it's at Ham Fest, the POTA activations, the expeditions, anything. Even like when I'm just tuning around and like if I bump the VFO and I hear some guy calling CQ, I'm going to answer him and just say hello, whether he wants to make a
Yeah.
10-second or a 10-minute conversation. Our hobby is just absolutely incredible. That offers
Everybody
that
has been
versus
so
going to the
unbelievably nice.
smartphone and
Yeah.
texting. This just, I mean, as much as I love texting, it doesn't have that personality
It's different.
similar to what we're doing now. It's
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
hobby's incredible.
Yeah, the hobby's amazing. Our following is amazing. We got over 700 and
It's so
change
it went
and
so
followers
quick,
on Facebook,
fast.
and people actually have us on alert, and so we get
That
I'm
ham
Trying
alert
to
is
add you
dangerous.
guys to my ham alert right now.
It's so dangerous.
we got repeat
Shane-
offenders all the time.
Shane,
It is
they were
dangerous.
driving me crazy. Shane, they were driving me crazy. Shane, because I think it was 2 weeks ago. I was working some overtime on a Wednesday, and there they were, and I'm like, I'm stuck at work. And once again, what can I do? KAMRD, stuck at work. Carlos, a Scout 75. Everyone's activating, and where am I? I'm at work. That damn ham alert is such
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
I can log into a remote station from work and work you guys.
I have
Well,
a
other times
gentleman.
it helps.
Yeah. So at work, I do insurance. That's what I do is my day job. And I had a gentleman who had no idea that I was a ham operator. It was really funny because it was so cute. He was like, "So you've probably I'm trying to insure this house because you probably don't understand what I'm talking about, but I do this thing called ham radio." And I looked at him and I went, "Okay." And
Yes.
he said, "Well, I have a ham shack, so I work in a retirement community here." And he said,
The
"I
village
have
is huge. A lot of y'all know about the villages.
I have a ham shack." He's like, "I have a ham shack still in Pennsylvania, and I've been remoting." And I went, "Uh-huh." And he goes, "I've completely lost you." And I went, "No, KJ4ULZ. I understand what you're saying."
Nice.
And he was like,
Nice.
he was just like,
He's like,
he was just
"You
like,
got
"Oh
my business."
gosh." He follows.
She's
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
I,
Where do
actually,
I
what's
sign
really funny is
policy? Where do I sign my policy?
He's watching right now.
Oh, I hope so.
Excellent.
I hope
Excellent.
so. It was really a fun conversation. And then he ended up following us on POTA Power, and I think, I'm almost positive. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we were having a conversation with somebody, and I don't remember even how it came up, and they ended up following us.
Duo just got the QSL card.
Oh, Duo got our QSL card?
Not ours.
Not ours.
Izzy's.
Izzy's.
Izzy's. Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. And I had a customer today who knows that I do ham radio, and he follows us on. He called me at the office to tell me to have a good time tonight.
Yeah.
It
Aw,
was really cute. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
you know, brother Vaughn in the chat.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Carlos. Yeah, go ahead.
So, look, I already know, but I have to prompt it, right? I have to tee it up. You keep mentioning you have followers, POTA Power. Can you give us a URL so we can follow you?
It's
right
in the
there.
chat.
Don already put it up.
It's
Play
there.
along, play along, people. Just play along.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's I don't even know. So it's YouTube. It's POTA Power. I can't read it. I'm sorry, my glasses are on my head.
at YouTube, and also POTA POWER at Facebook.
Yes.
Awesome.
And follow along. We got discount codes. We got
We've got a
heads
couple
up.
in the works.
We got chameleon antenna. I'm trying to get up on a discount code situation.
Lord
we got,
knows you need it with him.
I'm working on this
Yes,
guy.
you do.
Did I say that out
Yeah,
loud, or is that my
I got
inside
that.
voice?
Oh, hey. We got
Say it loud. Oh yeah. So we were reached out. Ham Radio World. Actually.
Ham Radio World, DX World.
DX World. No, Ham Radio World.
Yeah.
They actually sent us out some. They found out that I was testing and using their software, the Ham Radio Prep, and they sent me hats. And
Cool.
and super. And I have to put a plug in for this because I know that everybody has their preferences, but I love the WRL logging system.
The World Radio League app. They got it for iPhone.
It's really
now.
cool.
They got it for
Yeah.
Android.
I really
they got
like
it on
it.
web.
Yeah.
Listen, I got to
It's
tell you
really-
guys
it's
a
really
really quick
good.
story. Real quick story. So we have iPad.
We were on our first live.
We were on our first live.
Yeah.
It wasn't recorded. It was actually a live stream to
I like live
YouTube.
best.
And our
I'm good with that
tablet
script.
battery went dead, and so we switched over from our tablet to our laptop, and everything was there, like right where we left off.
Yep.
I love World Radio League app.
And so I come home after because I love my little keyboard and I like if the tablet app version on the Apple actually pulls up everybody's names. Yes.
We love that.
And it pulls up everybody's names and I love it because that just makes it like family. I'm like,
I'm
oh
not
hey,
familiar
that's
with this.
Howard. Oh hey.
I'm not
love
familiar
it.
with
And
this. So what is
Listen,
this?
and
It's
if
a
you
log-
use it,
It's logging software.
It's a
Yes.
logging software
Yes, it's
that
what I
also shows our maps. If you go on any of our YouTube or Facebook, you'll see our maps that we
Mm-hmm.
have where we work. You know, Sweden, Poland, France, all that stuff.
you
and
don't
all
have
of
to
our
worry,
stuff.
Dawn. I've got you logged. You
It's-
don't have to worry about it.
You're on the logger there, and there we go.
Yeah,
You got our,
Look at
there
those
you go.
contacts. Look at that.
absolutely.
Go ahead and pull up one of our maps.
That's not us. Is that
Yeah,
us?
that's us.
Oh, look at me.
There you go.
But you have to go up and make sure you've got all of them because it only defaults to 50, I think.
Yeah. But anyway, we love World Radio League.
They've been super great to us.
And it's the same people that do the Ham Radio
Prep.
Prep. And so she's working on her general through
You
that.
should pull up Silver Springs, the last one that we
Yeah.
did. The last one in Silver Springs was amazing. It was like
nuts.
250 contacts. It was
Look at the
I
I didn't
Wow.
realize. I didn't
Oh,
realize that they
that's
had
awesome.
POTA integration now.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And actually, one of the coolest features that I love
That's really
for
cool.
me is that if you're using it and you've got yourself logged in at a park and you park to park me, it automatically populates
It
your
automatically populates the park. You don't even have to
park. So I
type
don't
it
have to
in.
go in and type it in. It's amazing.
We really like World Radio League and then Ham Radio Prep and all that. We just keep on pushing it.
It's my favorite. I've used a few. He's had me.
Yeah, I think I imported. Yeah, my logo.
Yeah. So we've used a couple of the others and they're fine.
There you go.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
a good
this
one.
is mine. This is
Yeah,
this
that's
is only
awesome.
1,793 in my contacts, and it doesn't have all the rest of my DX in there. But this is
Well, you
mostly
also
POTA stuff.
there's a tab where you can actually do more than 50.
Yeah, it's at the top.
Up the top right hand corner.
If you pull down, you can do
You do more than 50. There
Yeah,
you go.
there you go. Look at
There
that
we go.
now.
There you
Look
go,
at that.
Shane.
There we
Look at
go.
that.
Yeah.
You were running FT8, weren't you?
No, stop.
Negative Ghost Rider.
That's
I'm allergic
That's
to
Steve.
FT8. This is
that's
not
Steve
Steve.
Stove.
This
No,
is
that's
not
Steve
Steve
Stove.
Stove on the
That's
air
Steve
either.
Stove.
Uppercut,
This is
uppercut.
7300 jerk face.
Right? Tell him. You'd be nice.
I
Look
did
at
get
that.
some
Australia,
VK
baby.
in there.
That's Australia.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so exciting. I love it when the
Sideband,
map
yeah.
goes like this.
She likes it when it looks like fireworks.
It does. It just
Yeah.
look like a firework.
Looks cool.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got Eric in Hawaii. I got.
That's cool. We've
Hawaii.
not gotten Hawaii
I got
yet.
Japan.
Wait, we got one Hawaii. They hunted us.
They hunted us, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
you,
it
you
is.
don't
It's a
have it.
great software package.
We love
and
it.
Yeah. Highly
Upgrade to the
highly
VIP.
suggest.
It's amazing.
Yeah, upgrade to the VIP. They do little challenges and they got little awards and stuff. And
We
you
have a
get
great time.
what's cool is also there's other apps that do it also, but it's cool how they introduce last time you talked to them. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I just talked to you 4
Yeah.
days ago. Appreciate you following along and blah blah blah.
I mean, my memory's
I
pretty
really
good.
like. You can't see my mouse here, but I really like where it says the upcoming contest for those of you who like to contest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it will tell you like the Texas QSO party's coming up on the 21st, Iowa, Jersey. I mean, it tells you, everything that's coming up in the next month or so. So great stuff. Oh, look who decided to show up. Oh,
Yes.
hi,
Speaking
Steve.
of the
How was
stove.
the airport?
It's like Beetlejuice. You say stove
You don't
3
stop
times.
well.
and
See,
Steve
right.
shows up.
He does Ham Radio World. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the guy that actually wrote the software is a big DX hunter. Like he actually
No, that's a different. He didn't write that software. Did he write that? He
Yeah.
works for them. I don't know if he wrote the
guy in
software.
Puerto Rico.
What was the software we were using on field day?
N3.
I've never used it
FJP.
FJP.
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
really fun
N3
about
FJP.
that was I was making contacts and he was logging for me because it was field day and that was fun.
Yep.
And it was a little switcheroo. And so I was making contacts. They worked my voice until I couldn't work anymore.
Well.
And so
I'm a meal tea.
the guy who created the software, when you put his call sign in, it populates that, oh hey, I created the software, you should say hi. And so we
Oh,
had
that's
a
cool.
really
Yeah,
long
they
talk.
actually
about
had
it.
a nice
It was fun.
QSO. It was
Yeah,
really
it was
neat.
really fun.
If you use Polo, you should put in one of the Ham Radio Clubhouse people because you get a really cool, or Mike, or anyone on YouTube. He does a really good thing. There's a really cool little thing that
I've
pops
not.
up.
Have we?
So-
Have you put me on Polo?
We went
You
on Polo
have it.
one time, but you didn't like it.
Oh,
If you're
Wow.
spoiled
World Radio
by
League.
if you're spoiled by World Radio League, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
see
That's
that.
why.
You
yeah.
really are.
He-
And listen, I'm telling
I'm
you,
only exposed to what he exposed me to.
we of course we promote it because we love it, and we show our maps all the time, and we push. Anytime anybody asks us, hey, listen, where'd you get that map from, or how
I
do
really
you
do like it. Though.
how do you
It runs
log,
really good.
and so we're constantly
It
pushing
exports
it.
beautifully.
And so they actually contacted us and was like, hey, listen, we like what you're doing. We appreciate it. Here's a VIP access to the whole site, and we're going to
Nice.
send you some
Yeah, it was
hats.
super.
It was really nice.
It's
Good people.
unbelievable to me how many people have reached out.
We got Melbourne
Yeah.
Ham Fest coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and I flat out told Julie, I haven't told them yet, but I told Julie,
Just
I said,
tell
listen.
the world now. That's fun.
I'll tell everybody, I don't care. That if
He
they
wants to
wanted
pass out
if
stuff.
they wanted me to, I'd set up a table just for Ham Radio World.
Well, we're gonna have a
World
table
Radio League.
anyway.
Yeah.
You
Split
should
it.
definitely put it up on a TV if you're taking a TV with you, and you've
Mm-hmm.
got a booth set up. Absolutely,
Yeah.
And it's great stuff. I had some issues. I tried this whenever it was beta, and I had some issues, and I talked
Lagging.
directly to the developer,
Yeah.
and they were super on top of it to get stuff fixed. If you've got an issue, if you're having an unpleasant experience, they are super quick to fix it. The great folks over there.
We had some lagging issues when it was still beta, and in fact, I actually
Actually, I went away from it. I went back to Hammers for
Yep,
a minute.
we went back
That
to
was
Hammers.
before we were POTA Power or anything.
Yeah, we went back to Hammers. Then we're like, I miss World Radio League. Let's switch back over.
Actually, for a while, I just logged on what he gave me to log on. I was just like,
Right.
okay.
I can.
No, I mean-
I know what that field is. I can edit that
Yeah. You ready? Delete.
exactly. But no, it's good stuff. And I
Covered.
like the fact that you can instantly see, like when you log that, you can instantly see that line that goes over to where you're talking to that individual. It's really cool. And someone, I saw it in the chat, and I didn't get the chance to tag it, but they were like, for those of you who like a gaming interface with the instant gratification, that's a one for you. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
well,
really cool, and they put a lot of good
wrong?
work into it. No, not at all.
It's good.
Some
It's
people
really good.
some people like writing on paper.
I do both.
Some people like talking on the radio. Some people like doing CW on the radio. This is the same thing. Some people like writing their logs on paper. Some people like logging on
Julie
an
does
app
both.
somewhere. Some people, I mean, it's just personal preference. It's all out there.
Yeah, I
And
will
some
log
people
on
like
paper
like
first.
working remote radios where they can actually talk to someone they can't talk to in their own state.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve. I have
You
three,
guys use
I have
flex
three
radio,
remote
so-
stations now, so he has a
Oh.
7610 that's hooked up to a 4-element step IR, so it's cheating.
I got to play with a
Actually, we were
7610
watching one
today,
time when you guys did that.
and I was like,
What'd you think? Carlos?
ooh,
What'd you think of
That
it, Carlos?
7610 is
Nice.
nasty.
oh, dude, like it's cheating, man. I need to buy one.
It is. It's cheating.
Wait till I put the amp on.
I went to go buy some
You
stuff
didn't say that. No, you didn't.
from an estate sale that a local ham is handling, and he's like, "Yeah, let me show you the shack." And he had a 7610 in there and another and a K3, and he shows him with it. And I'm like, "Oh man, you know, the 7610 is something I've been looking at." He goes, "Well, hey, let me show you." And oh man,
So where we do our field day at, he has one, and I drooled all over that thing. We
you
almost
really?
had to get
Yeah.
like a.
I
We almost
mean,
had
on
to get like a
Steve's, I have
Clorox
to
wipe that
power
tune like
down.
100 hertz high, but you know,
but Vaughn,
it'll
did
get
you
there.
drop it though?
No,
Oh,
No, well.
no. I have dropped my
You haven't.
7300.
But we have rails on it.
Yes! See, I'm not
I
the
did.
only
did?
one.
Really, Vaughn?
I
Thank
dropped
you
the
very
70
much.
I dropped the 7300, but I got 3D printed rails. A friend of mine locally
Oh.
printed up some rails.
We love
and
you, Nick.
Saved it.
Steve
I-
gave me some rails too, but I'd
How
already
did it-
dropped it off the radio, off the table.
Vaughn, how
I have an
come-
impacted
I've heard that
XT50.
story.
Yeah.
I would cry.
My
you've
dog
heard
just
that?
ran in here because he thought I was dying. I apologize.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Steve has seen the aftermath of the ID50.
yes.
You dropped yours from a much
Yeah, he
bigger,
dropped his
higher
over an
space.
airplane.
Well, you know, I was taking my
Yeah.
test scientific. I wanted to see
Yeah.
how properly.
That's a
how
true drop
properly
test.
integrated
Mine
it was.
just accidentally fell off the table.
Hey, y'all seen the anniversary edition of that radio?
The 7300
No.
or the one that was
No.
Oh.
The ID 52 or whatever that thing is.
Mm-mm.
It's like $700. I'm like, y'all are nuts.
Yes, that's crazy.
I didn't pay that much for the 7300 I dropped.
Right.
See,
it's terrible.
it's
All
great
right, hey
stuff.
guys.
Hopefully you got a deal.
They're drop proof.
I think we've heard enough that I like to get a motion
Can I
Yeah,
second that motion?
to have Vaughn and Julie inducted into as permanent clubhouse members.
All in favor, say aye.
All in favor, say
Aye.
Bye.
All right. Those
But we're
opposed,
not done yet.
shut up.
But we're not done yet.
We aren't.
Oh,
Hold on, I got to change the screen for this.
Go
what are we
ahead.
doing?
I don't
All
know.
right, so not that one. Come on, Shane, you've done this for a while now. No, someone deleted my template. Carry on.
Oh,
I don't want that
okay.
guy.
Oh,
Sorry, Carlos.
Beatles.
All
Who
right,
said
there we go.
Beetlejuice?
Oh,
There we go. I mean, Carlos
said
is no one
Beetlejuice?
special. He's been here before. All right, so
All
time
right.
for lightning round, Izzo.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Lightning round.
Yo, so you
Now-
haven't seen the show.
Now,
Not
Vaughn
this
and
part,
Julie,
Lightning round.
do
I'm
not
excited.
look at it. Do not look at each other. There are some rules. Do not look at each other. Look forward.
see
Yes,
you.
look forward.
okay. Well, I see him, but okay.
All right, ladies first. Julie,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mm-hmm.
the Battle Royale.
Yes.
just answer for whatever comes immediately. Chicken, steak, or
Okay.
fish. Chicken, steak,
Steak.
or fish.
You're
Oh,
supposed
for
to
me or
answer.
for him?
No,
oh,
for
medium,
you.
rare. Oh, for me,
Yeah.
medium rare.
Vaughn, how about you? Chicken, steak, or fish?
Same, absolute same. A steak, medium rare.
And what do we
Just
do
knock
for
the horns
fixins?
off of it.
And what do we do for fixins on the plate? Like if you had your choice of I want what with it?
Ready? Baked
Yeah.
potato.
Asparagus.
Oh, and I would say broccoli.
I love asparagus.
He does
Okay.
like asparagus.
I like asparagus.
I wrap it in bacon.
Especially
It's really good.
grilled asparagus.
Really?
Yes.
You
On
do
the
the
grill.
asparagus
With bacon.
wrapped in bacon. Interesting.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Same
Corn
thing
on
with
the
corn.
cob.
Delicious and
Yeah,
delicious.
corn on
on
the
the
cob.
cob.
It makes your pee smell like horrible.
I'm the only one who grills here.
Only because I'm
What?
in too big a hurry. I'm in too big a hurry. I got to use the air fryer.
Yes, he undercooks the chicken. He overcooks the steak. It's a problem. I don't know if you guys know what Danos is.
Oof.
I put
I
too
love
much
Danos.
Danos on
Mm.
everything.
I
Oh,
love
no.
Danos. So
Vaughn
Danos is
has- we're-
amazing.
Hand over that
We
man
can't-
card. We need to snip a corner off of it.
No, guys, we can't turn this into a marriage therapy session. This is the
Right.
I'm
clubhouse.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
See, Mike
Oh,
agrees.
that- we
Asparagus is the best real
Asparagus is
veg.
really good.
Yep.
Okay.
I like broccoli
I'm with
better,
you,
but
Mike.
it's just me.
All right. Vaughn, you're first. Favorite ice cream? Flavor?
Mine would have to be Butterfinger.
Ooh, all
What are you
right.
talking about?
No, she
Yeah.
gave him the look. Look at this.
Already-
She gave him the look.
Pre-mixed.
Julie, what's your favorite?
That's just my favorite is if really just vanilla. I like a soft serve vanilla cone, but he really likes mint chocolate chip
I do
ice
like mint
cream.
chocolate
But he's
chip.
talking about Dairy Queen because y'all were talking about Dairy
Y'all
Queen.
talking
earlier.
about Dairy
Nothing
Queen.
wrong with Dairy Queen. Yes.
Hey, listen. Y'all
nothing
talking
wrong
about
with
Dairy
that.
Queen. I'm like, I can go get a cup right now.
Mm.
You should have it Uber Eats over to your place.
Except for like 25 miles away from
Yeah,
the
Uber
nearest
doesn't
one.
come out
Yeah.
here. We live on a lake and it's in the middle of nowhere.
All right, so we're not going to ask about the snacks because we already found out about barbecue potato chips. So we're not going. We're going to.
At least they're baked.
No.
Yes, for the win.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, Julie, you first, and only Julie. What's
Okay,
your favorite
don't answer.
band? What's your favorite band?
Like a favorite band, or like a favorite singer?
That is up
I can't
to you.
answer that.
How do you interpret
I
that
can't-
question?
Yeah.
It fluctuates. Right now, I'm all about Diamond Rio, which is
Okay.
old band.
Yeah.
Which is old band, but it
Yes.
fluctuates. I'm very non-musical. Like I'm not loyal when it comes to music, so I just fluctuate in between whatever. But right
Diamond
now,
Rio's where it's at.
Diamond Rio has been, and Shenandoah, like that's
Oh,
been
yeah.
80s country. 80s
Yes.
country.
I
is
love
one of my
80s,
favorites.
90s
Late
country.
There you
is
go.
good stuff.
90s.
Okay, nice country. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, it's gonna be old Clint Black stuff.
Yeah.
Old
Wow,
Black Hawk.
nice.
Killing time.
Black. Oh my God, I haven't almost
Nothing but
oh
the
my
tail
God,
lights.
that's
We
right.
saw them.
Yeah, we went and saw them.
White
Amazing.
Snake.
No, White Snake, Black Hawk.
I kept telling them we were going to see White Snake.
So Vaughn,
We've
do you
seen Diamond
play?
Rio, what, 3 times?
Do you guys play? Because you mentioned some instruments
Not me.
or music. Do you guys play at all?
She
or
plays. She plays the radio, and I play everything else.
Yeah, he can play anything with a string. Some people were born to be an audience.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm
What do you
not
play,
bragging
Vaughn?
because it's. I'm not bragging because it's God's gift. It's not me.
Anything with a string.
I'm gonna be straight up honest with y'all real quick. It ain't me. But I play piano, organ, bass, dobro,
Guitar.
of course a little bit of guitar, and we
A
just
harp if you really wanted him to.
we just have a good time
Really?
with anything we can
Excellent.
throw in our hands.
There you go.
excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we've opened up for the Oak Ridge Boys back in the
Not
'90s.
we, he.
We toured around a little bit doing bluegrass and doing classic rock covers and bluegrass styling, and we did a lot of
Excellent.
fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, and did that start
They wouldn't
at
even let me play spoons.
tambourine and just bounce?
No, I
She can't
can't
even
get
the
really-
timing
I
on that
can't really
right.
keep- yeah, it's a problem. He's like, clap
So-
with me. Let me.
So Vaughn, when did this start? At a young age, through school or church or family? How did that?
Yeah.
How did that all happen?
So the whole family's been musical, and in fact, my son, he's got a 6th string also. He plays at 14 years old. He's really good, and
Excellent.
yeah, we all grew up in church, and so we played in church, and then kind of just went out from there.
And
My mom
plays the piano.
My mom's had a piano in the house my whole life, so you just kind of figure it out.
Now, can you read music, or do you just hear it and you just play it? Does it go
Play
from
by
here?
ear.
That's it. That's
Here,
it. It's
and,
all
oh
by
my
ear.
god, that's awesome.
Yeah, never
wanna hear a
never
cute
had a
story?
lesson.
Yeah,
You know, we had
absolutely.
Joe
No.
When
Hoekstra
we
from
were-
White
when
Snake
we
on
were-
on this Clubhouse,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Really?
I'm not
But-
lying.
You got a white snake guy on Clubhouse?
Yes.
That's so funny. So when we were teenagers, The Lion King, I'm ageist right now.
Oh.
The Lion King came out on VHS and I loved it. It was like we were what, 14?
12,
14
13
or something
yeah.
like that. He learned overnight the whole entire playlist of The Lion King so he could play it for me the next day.
Look at
Wow.
you.
That's a long time
That's-
ago.
Now,
Dude.
are you high school? Are you high school sweethearts? Are you guys like
Yeah.
high school?
Actually,
grade
middle school.
Yeah,
Middle school
Middle
sweethearts.
school. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, I moved here from Titusville into Ocala when I was 14, and we started going to middle school together.
And I didn't want anything to do with him.
I
He had to
wanted
pull out all the stops.
everything to do with her.
He had to pull out the guitar. He had to pull out everything. The harp. He had to pull it all out.
Right.
Piano.
Right. I gotta work for this.
Yeah.
He played the right notes.
Still am.
Did you make? I bet you did. You have to make her a mixtape? Did you have to make her a mixtape? Or
Oh, the mixtape days.
CD at that age.
No,
They're
it was a
90s.
mixtape.
Izzo, they're in the 90s. They're not in the 60s, okay?
I recorded. We used to be able to call in to our local country station, and I'd record off the country station. 'Cause
Big
we-
Oh,
Red.
we all did
too
that.
broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, we did that. I
Too
remember
broke
that. I remember those days.
You
I
had to
didn't
wait
get
for
a
him to
CD
stop
player
talking
until I
and
was
then
probably-
hit play.
Then hit play. Yeah.
We were all broke.
Yeah.
Now look at us.
Yeah, it's still broke.
Welcome to Ham Radio.
Ham radio.
Yeah.
Ham radio will do that. That's what happens. You go
Right.
into Walmart, Harbor Freight, and everything else, and you start
Mhm.
buying stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaughn's
Oh
call
my God,
sign,
it's fun.
VET, he says, very expensive toys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. But that's
KG4
okay.
VET.
It makes it fun.
Ham Radio
Yeah.
Duo says if you're musical, you should definitely try
It's
CW.
true. It's
Yeah.
true. I actually
You have
have.
the app, don't you?
I've got the Morris Mania app that they ran on, and
Yep.
I actually have picked up a couple letters, but it's just hard for me to stick with it with the tinnitus ringing in my head.
Oh yeah, I'm with you there. So we did have a question, and I think we've already answered it. Ham Told Her says, "Do you log your contests with Zed LOTW after you upload them to POTA?"
I don't know how.
No, we don't know how
I'm
to do
still
it.
learning. I'm not opposed, but I'm still learning how to
In
do
fact,
it.
he's asked us before.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
did you answer it? Because I think it might have been at work.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before, and no, we just load straight to POTA app, and we don't do all the other
We
stuff.
could load to QRZ though. I'm
We
not
need to
opposed
figure
it
it out.
I just don't know
Well,
how.
so you can load to QRZ, but if you want to go to LOTW, you have to go through that whole rigmarole, and then you have to pay for export service out of QRZ. So if you I log everything in QRZ, or
Mm-hmm.
I just once I'm done with my POTA, I just add it to the to QRZ.
Is it a simple
and
drop and clip? Like
It is, yeah. You could
the
just
POTA?
upload
Okay, well, I can do that.
the same file that you send to the POTA website. You
Yeah.
just drop in QRZ and the logo.
Ah,
Okay. Most of the
Julie,
time
I
it's
got
like
schooled
10
last week. I got schooled
I
last week
remember.
because I don't
I
do
remember.
this.
That's why I said I
you
got
know
you.
something? I'm like, I just want to do me. I just want to do me. You send me a card, I send you a
do
card
all
back.
the time.
It's real. I keep it simple. We keep it simple.
so yeah, we had
but
some
again-
sad hams.
Oh,
We had a sad ham situation the other day.
Really,
And I
you
actually
did?
talked-
Congratulations, you made it. You
You've
made
made
it.
it.
You've
Yeah,
made it.
And they didn't roll up in my front driveway and take away my license, and they didn't block me on Parks on the Air.
Stop it.
Anyways,
So controversial. It was about what I was wearing. It was
No, it wasn't even that.
ridiculous. Oh.
it was about Cockroach Bay.
Oh.
So I talked to our zone, our Parks on the Air zone
yeah,
guy.
Justin, he's really cool.
Justin's awesome. Any questions I have about Parks on the Air,
He's
about
local.
the pins, the pins are dropped in the wrong spot, and I'll tell them, man, listen, the pin is dropped at a blocked driveway. You can't get in there. Move the pin so that way you can get into the right entrance. And we work together on trying to get the pin straightened out in Florida.
He's super
And
nice.
he's super nice. So anyway, I had a question, and he's like, man, listen, it's fun. It's supposed to be a hobby.
Green, you're in the green.
If you're in the green, work it.
Yep.
Because yes,
Exactly.
the park is also accessible by boat, but you could also drive to the freaking boat ramp and do it
If
there
you're
too.
in the green, you're in the green. So you can't
Mo
do it
says,
across the
great
street from
show
the green.
and guest 73. Got to get out of there. Mark, thanks for joining us
Thank you,
tonight.
Mo.
Thanks,
Hey, Mark.
Mark.
Appreciate it.
Well, Vaughn,
So,
I got to remember.
I'll show you
One of
this.
the,
I'll show
Vaughn,
you
one of the
this.
things.
Yeah.
Well, Vaughn,
This
while
is
he's
Cures.
doing that,
This is Cures Ed.
Okay.
You just go to import
Mm-hmm.
and then upload your file, your ADI file.
Also known
You
as
just have
Fat
to
Hand
go right in
Central.
there, and I can do it. I can log. No, it'd have to be under his, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be on my band unless you're working 10.
Sorry.
One of
Izzo,
the
go ahead.
things, one of the things that when I got into POTA about 5 or 6 years ago, it became so controversial about the pin, and it was one of those things where I had to just stop looking at the Facebook POTA because I'm only on Facebook because of the groups and a few special people, and that's really it. But sometimes people are taking the pins too damn literally. It is your responsibility, folks. You want to play this, you want to participate in POTA. The pin is a reference. Is that probably the best word? It's a reference. It's still your responsibility to use any other website, Google Maps, or whatever, or physically go out there and be an honest, good operator. But when these people start pointing out you did this wrong, it's such a shame that we have such a 0.5%. But sometimes they have the big they have that big
nice,
voice.
The majority.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You get the of course, the squeaky wheel gets the lube there. But I tell you, I don't pay them a whole lot of attention, but it's just aggravating.
here.
But it's nice also to have a local POTA rep that we could call and be like, hey, listen, I had this issue. Did I do something wrong? I'll delete the doggone whole file. If I'm in the wrong, I'll take the hit. I ain't
But
scared.
he was fine.
But I was good.
Right.
As long as I was
really
in the
good.
green in the
But-
park, I was good.
But I tend to be very, very positive, and 99.9% of every contact, Facebook, YouTube, on air, has been I've been so surprised because I work with the public and people aren't nice. And everybody in
don't
POTA
like
and
most
everybody in
people.
radio. Everybody has been so nice, though. Everybody has been really, really, they're excited to see what we're doing. I post, we try to do Wednesday night at Home Park, whatever we're doing our kilo on. And then we try to go and do a rove either Sunday or Saturday, depending on kids. And, whatever they've got going on. And so everybody's been so nice. That's one of the great draws. There has been a minor naysayers.
We literally have people coming up from Miami to meet us, and also
it's been so great.
people on vacation
Excellent.
Come through
that are
and they
coming
wanna pull
through. They
together
want to POTA with
and
us
Jeep ride.
and ride jeeps
So-
and through
see
the
you.
forest. Yeah, you'll.
So what you're saying
But,
is,
Yeah.
when I come
we're
down
saying-
to what you're saying is when I come down to Amelia Island to do parachute mobile for the kids in December,
call
I should
us.
just-
We'll be there.
just shoot down to Ocala and we can
Well,
activate
you
the
have to
Yes.
shoot up to Ocala.
Yeah.
Because Merritt Island is where?
No, Amelia
Oh,
Island.
Amelia Island.
That's up
Amelia
in
Island.
St. Pete.
Just say
That's down.
no.
in St.
Amelia Island's up near Jacksonville.
It's
That's
in the.
St.
It's
St.
in
Augustine.
It's in Florida.
Ooh, we're gonna
We'll
be
be
there
there
Saturday.
Saturday.
We'll be there Saturday.
So
See,
we can activate.
Listen, Carlos, listen. You come down and do that, and we'll park our RV somewheres, and we don't have to buy no hotel room nowheres.
there you go. There you go.
We just did
All
that.
right.
The hookup.
I have a rapid question.
just
I have
did
a
that.
rapid question now. Will you
Yes.
jump out of an airplane with Carlos? Will you guys jump
No.
out
Yes.
of a plane?
No.
No.
Yes, but my question is,
Really didn't
Emphatically
hesitate.
no.
I'm 6 foot, 238 pounds. I don't know if
I can
we
take you all day.
You're perfect. Yeah.
I can take you all day.
Carlos
what do
is
you think,
5'5". You're
I'm
good.
gonna go have a drink down there and hope that I don't become a widow. That's what I'm gonna do.
Julie, I'll tell you what I told what I tell anybody.
Let me.
And she does insurance, and she does insurance, and all that ham equipment goes to
can do it,
her.
anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Carlos has plans
And
for the
then
night.
she'll
They
know
don't
how much I
include the
actually paid
hospital
for
or
all
the
this
morgue.
crap.
Right? What was that, Steve? Steve had a comment here.
That's it. Carlos has plans for the night, and they don't include the hospital or the morgue.
There you
I
go.
like
And
it.
I'm living.
I'm
proof.
still gonna
I've
drink.
jumped with him.
Well, this is the situation.
absolutely.
She is my State Farm agent, and so
I will slap on some straight. Did you seriously? Okay, so I will just slap some more life insurance on it and be like,
Like
no,
a
he's not
good
jumping on
neighbor.
any planes. It's
I-
fine.
I got
Like
I
a
got
good
news for
neighbor.
you. I got news for you, Julie. State Farm won't cover him on parachuting anyways. Don't worry about
I
it.
know
Okay.
that. I'm aware.
Right?
But he's not parachuting today.
so
So-
put me in the truck. Put me in the truck and roll me into a tree. You know.
I'm just kidding, powers that be.
Right? Ham Radio Duo says they're jumping and they're going to do CW on the way down.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
There
saw
you
that.
go.
I think that's great.
We saw
I'm
that.
not.
Strap a
Julie and I
pontoon
will
leg.
just set the hot air balloon up inside of the POTA park and just do hot air balloon mobile inside
Yes,
the park.
I would
See?
do that.
See?
Yeah,
I
that
would
was
do
gonna be my
that.
next
Still with
question.
a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would do that.
You can drink all you want. I can't, but
I'll
you can
love
drink
it.
all you want while we're up there.
Absolutely. I'll bring snacks.
Tell us where
You know-
we'll be there.
Right?
The buzz hits
We were
harder when you're up
for real.
at elevation.
We were actually
We're,
gonna
we're
go to
only
Huntsville.
150 feet high, Carlos.
We were
My
actually
ropes
gonna go
aren't
to
that
Huntsville,
long.
and we just couldn't make it.
I've threatened to take the balloon to Huntsville. We'll see. I need to talk to
We
the
wanted
folks
to go
that
to
run
Huntsville. We were so
Huntsville
sad.
because I can't set it up at the park, I don't think, because there's too many trees, but somewhere thereabouts.
I think I know of a good clearing at the park where we can do it.
I think I know of a good clearing at the
We may have
drop
a
zone.
contact-
Right?
Yeah, well, that too. But I'm thinking we may have a
Can you
contact
aim
at the
for the
park.
basket of
We
the
do.
thing?
So
That
question
thing?
though, is there? I know there was a big YouTube following that went to Huntsville. It seemed like every YouTuber was at Huntsville.
Yes.
Yes.
We were very sad.
Question though, does the same amount go to Hamcation or not Hamcation
Some.
to
Dayton.
Well,
Dayton?
You get a lot more that
Dayton,
go
yes.
to Huntsville, but there is a big group that goes to Dayton. There's a big group that goes to Orlando.
So Dayton's on my bucket list. I've never
Yeah.
been.
We're going.
We're right
I
down
went.
the
It was
road
fun.
from Orlando, so it's not a big deal for us. But
We're going to Dayton because I'm still hearing about how we're sad that we didn't go to Huntsville. And so we're definitely going to Dayton. But I need to find out what campground everybody goes to. Because I'm looking around the area and there's none that's right there.
Go ahead, Steve. Steve has your answer. All right, let's look.
I will get that info for you. I do
Oh, I
have
love
a
that.
contact
Thank you.
up there as well.
Okay.
I know some folks actually camp on
73 Richard, have a
site
good
at
one.
Dayton,
73
Bye, Richard.
but
Bye, 73 Richard.
that's like a 2-year wait list to get on there.
oh, good
Okay.
grief!
So
So to answer Mike's
Airbnb
question, 5 hours.
works like an hour away.
Yeah.
To answer Mike's question,
Air-
5
Airbnb.
hours.
5 hours.
To go from Fort Lauderdale to Georgia on I-95.
Yeah.
75.
Mike
Yeah,
in the
that-
chat.
Well, I mean, it's 4 hours to north. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
I mean,
an
you're-
aviation ranch in Georgia that I should probably have some people come out and we can tether the balloon there because
Ooh.
they have all these facilities for your RVs and stuff.
I would
There
do
you go.
that. That would be
Yeah.
fun. Georgia's really quick for us.
It is. Yep. Not
Yeah.
for me, but good for you guys.
Caesar's Creek.
We go to Georgia for
Caesar's
fun.
Creek is the
Well, yeah, we do.
The Dayton
I enjoy
campground.
Georgia.
thanks,
Caesar
Mike.
Creek for Dayton.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
I'll look at it because I don't know where to go. We have the fifth wheel. We're gonna bring the motorcycle. It'll be fun.
I don't know. Dayton's pretty
okay.
cold.
Hey,
Oh, it's
Yeah, we got
totally
little
not
toy
far for
hauler.
you guys.
No.
So
I was
this,
gonna say-
Now,
the
you mentioned the
aviation ranch
motorcycle.
in Georgia is in Cordell, which is right off of 75.
Yeah, we
So
Cordell's
when you
pretty-
finish
pretty
at
short.
Dayton,
Yeah. It's only like 3 hours.
when you
4
finish
hours.
at Dayton, you need to bring the motorcycle over to DC
see,
Okay.
there Steve
There you
the,
goes.
ve-
go.
the
There you
very
go,
next
Steve.
weekend.
I love
Rolling
history.
to Remember.
Yeah,
So, have you heard of Rolling Thunder?
of course.
Okay.
This is our
Rolling to Remember
this,
is the follow-on.
this is our motorcycle
And-
POTA gear.
Yeah.
We do actually put it on the motorcycle.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, you need to do that.
I've
There's
done it.
pictures of us.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Two-wheel POTA.
Yeah.
Two-wheel parks on the air.
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
Vaughn, what antenna are you guys using when you go on a motorcycle with the 705? What do you use for an antenna? There you go. Look
See?
at this.
Yep.
Nice. Keep it simple and effective.
It really is amazing. We have
We
worked.
use
I was
that
going to
one,
say,
but
you
we've also
strap the
used the other
jacket
one,
pole
too.
to the sissy bar and go.
So I actually have the
that's what we do.
LDG
want the
9 to
little
1, the LDG
Yep.
9 to 1, and we just throw a line in a tree or whatever. But we've done that and it's worked. And but once we crossed over to this roll up, it's so quick to deploy and shove
really
in
easy.
shove in a motorcycle bag or in a backpack or whatever. It's just our go-to now.
I generally carry
Excellent.
the 705 on my back when we go, and he'll put the. But we want the new. It was on what is it? Who makes that?
Armalog? Is it the Armalog?
Is it, you know the name of it.
No.
It's like this big.
You had to ask me.
Because my 705, I have that same POV case and that mount underneath the angle. I love it. But all
is
of the
amazing.
YouTubers were promoting a company called Armalog.
I bought
And
one.
Yeah,
I'm
we got
thinking,
we've got that on.
You
our,
bought one,
We got
Carlos,
that on our
and I've been
891.
Is it the pole?
No, the 891, the cage on the 891.
Oh,
protect
no, not
the
the
cage.
cage. I'm talking
So
about the pole.
I was thinking, do I do it for my 891 or do I do something for the 705? Really
Yes.
make it a true backpack. And I
Yes.
think the answer is yes.
The answer's always yes.
Mike's got a really good video about the putting the 705 in a backpack.
By all the things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do the armor lock for the 891, and then we do the whatever the other one is, the red one.
POV,
for,
yeah.
Starts
POV
with a
case,
P.
yeah.
Yeah, POV.
POV.
Yeah.
Yes, POV. People
POV.
ask us about that. When we activate with it, I think maybe Silver Springs it was activated with that one. I don't remember. We
And you
used
spray
it at
painted
Silver
that.
Springs a lot.
I like the red color on that. I really like the red.
No,
on
it
that.
came
No,
like that.
it came
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the reason why she bought it.
Yeah, he could have Cerakoted it. I really want. Okay, here's my plug. I want to know why handhelds and other ones come in only black. I want pink, and I want teal, and I want
I
pretty
agree.
colored radios.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that was
Liven
a
it up a bit.
conversation.
Because
I feel like hello,
Hey, working-
Icon.
Like
Working
I'm
for-
about to pull apart my VX5 and
can
just
get it in Baofeng,
Cerakote it.
but he won't let
Cerakote
me
it
own a Baofeng.
Tiffany blue or something. No, you're not owning a Baofeng.
He won't let me. But they come in.
Everybody
teal.
should have at least 3 Baofangs. Just
But they,
saying.
So-
we
Just
do.
saying.
SMA
We
wrenches.
do have them. He says that, but we do.
so the answer to
I
your
don't
question,
have one within reach. Otherwise, I would go get mine.
there's not enough volume to sell.
I just have a red of
multiple
us is all. That's the
Well, I get
closest
that,
one.
But I'm working on it. That's a bad thing. Isn't
No.
it?
That's,
No,
no,
what
it's
is
an
that?
anytone. That's a good radio.
It's anything.
Yeah.
Anytime.
That's my pain in the butt
That's
right
just
now.
what he put up here for today. Normally it's little.
Jody wants to know what kind of motorcycle do you guys have?
Oh,
So we run the Kawasaki Vaquero. It's
Yeah.
basically the Japanese street glide.
yeah.
Great
It's
bike.
super nice. It's got lights
bike.
underneath it. It's white. It's pretty.
Yep.
It's got a nice seat.
Last time we took it out to Indian Lake Preserve, we did not activate that day. We got stumped.
No, we didn't.
The bands were crapped, and we did not get we didn't get it activated. Yeah.
I
We
don't feel
very
like- I feel like
rarely
that
Gotta
ever.
go back and do it again.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn.
Done.
Done
So
and
he's been trying to get me to go to where do you want to go to St. Augustine on the bike?
Anastasia.
On the bike.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I got a friend
Absolutely.
of mine actually wanting me to take his crank IR to a step, not the step IR, but the crank IR, and do a video on that from Anastasia Island State Park.
Is
Oh,
that
that'd be
something
cool.
that we can put in the bike?
No,
Oh,
No.
unless you want to put it on your back.
well, we can. How big is it?
It's big.
Okay, then no.
It's big.
No.
Yeah,
All right, guys, we're
No,
going to
if
start
you're
wrapping
going
it
30
up here.
minutes. Okay.
Guys, we're going to
sorry.
start wrapping it up here. We're going
Izzo
to
wants to
around
go watch the
horn here.
debate.
No, I do not. Heck no.
When's the last time
I
y'all
just-
seen a step IR antenna on a POTA?
Never.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
Never. I don't think
Yeah.
I have.
5 years.
Yeah.
Josh did one out in California 5 years ago.
That
So I'm
sounds
gonna
about
do
right,
it.
I think.
That
Yeah.
was the
Excellent.
crank IR that he did.
So,
Yeah.
So Mike says, if you don't have a shelf full of bow things you don't use, are you really even a ham? I mean, he does kind of have a point.
Which is why I don't
He
know
has
why
a
I
point.
can't have a teal one.
And Talk Pod. All right, hold on.
Uh-oh.
What
Here we
happened?
go.
He's got
Here
a
we
lime
go.
green one.
Did I break the radio? What happened?
No.
Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, no.
It disappeared.
He's actually recording. He's actually recording a video. What?
Oh, it's... There you
Oh,
go.
See?
that's a better color
See?
than just
Motorola
Not
makes
just
Lime
black.
green.
I mean, it's
And
still
And this
got
will talk on
utility.
all the frequencies simultaneously.
Yeah, TID radio's got one of those, too.
You got that, Carlos.
see, Mike.
In teal. I think it would be
The
pretty.
new one is much better. The new Talk Pod is much better. It doesn't. It only talks on a couple of frequencies at the
But are
same
the
time.
harmonics harder? Are the harmonics louder in
No.
the primary?
No. The new
Yeah.
one is really good. The
But
new Talk
talk
Pod
on
is
220
excellent.
on
Yeah.
accident, lead on
Yes.
purpose.
Yes, absolutely. And it has AM receive if you like to listen to airplanes or see if they're going to like fire a missile at you as you're cruising around in your balloon.
Fire the
all that
missiles!
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Carlos, hit us up for real on Facebook or whatever.
Oh, dude,
Email us.
it's done. Don't worry about it. It's done. It's as soon as I have my plan solidified, I'll send you guys a message because Wayne is setting it up. He's got a bunch of kids that are wanting to steer them towards ham radio, and I'm going to come down to Amelia Island, do a jump, and it's going to be just the kids, right? And if we have time, the adults, fine, no big deal, right? But it's for the kids.
Yeah.
But my plan is to drive down over 2 days, and then spend 2 days there, and then head down to Fort Lauderdale, and
Yeah.
visit my mom, and then come back up. And the idea is I'm going to get Georgia, I'm going to get South Carolina checked out on the POTA map.
Mhm.
I already have Florida, but having
If
extra
you,
parts for it.
If you make a pit stop in Ocala, we'll go out to eat or something. It's fine.
Yeah, man, I'll totally divert to Ocala. I mean, come on.
It's in the middle of the state. It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's only. Hey, listen, Marion County is the size of Rhode Island, so you can't miss the forest.
He's like, I don't know.
Look, Florida, man.
That's where Florida man lives.
Listen, we only have a few alligators. We only have a few alligators in the backyard.
I had a
It's
friend of
fine.
mine ask me, "Hey,
only takes
is there
one.
alligators in your lake? Is
They're
there
just
water in there?"
little. They're just little. Yeah, it's true. I'm not afraid of the alligators. It's more the snakes.
Yeah, we got some moccasins that'll run us out our lake.
That's bad.
I-
Gators don't mess with you.
Nothing that the tourist judge won't fix.
Yeah,
See, there you go, Florida man.
Exactly. So Jeff Wingate
410,
has a
baby.
great
410.
point here. The VARN 76, which comes from VGC.
Yeah.
I don't have the other colors.
Oh.
I have the black one, but it comes in like red, blue.
Okay.
Let's see, it comes in desert,
Listen,
red.
I'm just gonna take
yellow,
apart one of her
green.
radios. I'm gonna Cerakote it Tiffany blue.
There you
It'll be
go.
fine.
There you go. Yeah.
Keep saying that.
There you go.
Can you
I have
stare?
to-
This is a cool radio, by the way. There's no haters in the chat. This is a cool little radio.
You can
It does
still
APRS.
stick.
Wait, it comes in red.
Not that I'm. Yes.
So yeah, I actually part time when I'm not wrestling child molesters and murderers.
Oh, Vaughn.
I
was a great
I do gun work. So
Great segue.
yeah. Now you know what I do for a living.
Right?
So
Yo,
you
Brad, where you at?
Oh,
Yeah, where's Joe?
Y'all would get along great.
Oh,
Joe
my
Brett
fault.
hunts down the people that likes to do things not so fun on the internet. That's
And
about
I
all
keep
I
them
can say, I
behind.
think, for his.
And I keep them
for
behind
his
the razor
job.
wire.
Yeah. Joe puts him there and he
see?
keeps him there.
Yep.
All right, we got 5 minutes left.
Oh,
So
talking.
thank you guys. This has been a lot of
you.
fun. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. I'm not
Thank you
trying to
for
kick you
having
out
us.
or anything like that.
No,
so
it's fine.
don't, even after we shut down, don't leave yet. So
Don't leave. Yeah.
but we're gonna start with you guys. What do you got coming up next? What can the folks? We've got your channel in the description of the video as well as in the chat. So go subscribe to them. Go follow along. Great videos. Thank you guys so much. But what do you got coming up next?
We have Wednesday, tomorrow night, we'll be in Home Park. So normally we try to do a twofer. So we'll be there we aim for 7:00 and we try to work through to 7:00 to the UTC at 8. And then we'll get another 50 or so after 8:00. And so that'll be Silver Springs Forest.
Silver Springs Forest.
Right. So that's the next kilo. And then this weekend, I want to go to Homosassa, but he wants to go to St. Augustine. And so we're going to go to St. Augustine for a 3-park rove on Saturday.
Amelia Island's one of them.
Amelia Island is
In fact, we might even park the camper at Amelia Island.
I think we're going to.
Or Anastasia Island. We're going to talk about doing Anastasia.
Yeah.
Because that's actually a state park and an RV park.
Yeah.
I could put the Crank IR right there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
So we're going to be
Thank you,
doing
Dawn,
that.
for putting the link to their channel in the chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So for spring, we're going to be for Thanksgiving, we're going to be
First we're going to do Melbourne Ham Fest.
Yeah, I don't have the calendar in front of me. So we're going to do Melbourne. That's in October. In November, we're going to be in South Carolina. And spring break, we're going to do
all of Cedar Key.
Not Cedar Key, Key West.
Key West. It's
Yeah,
like
my kids hate us.
nine parks that go down Key West, and we're going to do all of them.
We're going to
Oh, that'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I think that's
Excellent.
pretty much what we've got
We
going.
need
Oh, and I'm going to be
Nice.
testing for my general soon, hopefully.
Hopefully you will talk to us and we can do that for you. We have several
make that happen.
VEs.
Online.
Steve can set that up for you online, so we can
Okay.
do your virtual testing.
Thanks,
We would love to take care of that for you. Just let us know. We'll set up a session
Okay.
whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Izzo, what
And
do
then-
you got coming up, buddy?
Quick question for them. In the midst of everything, do you guys do anything on Discord? Because we're all very
Not
active
yet.
on Discord.
No,
Not yet,
we're
but
not on
we're
we're not on the
working.
Discord bus yet, but I'm trying.
This
Come join
happened
ours.
So quickly.
We'll get your
Well,
we'll get you
join-
started.
yeah.
Josh, there, AA4WX, he's been trying to get me on Discord for a couple weeks, so I got to just bite the bullet and get on there.
It's fun.
Once you do, it's fun. It is.
If
My
Izzo can do it,
14-year-old's
anybody
on
can.
Discord.
Yeah, if I can do it, guys, it's.
It's Izzo proof. It is Izzo
So
proof.
what going on? I got a crazy work week. I'm gonna hopefully get out of work normal tomorrow night and chase these people here on Wednesday nights. Other than that, just playing POTA and off Sunday, Monday with nothing to do on Sunday and Monday.
Ooh.
So
Maybe I can get you in a park if you go POTA.
I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm jonesing right now to activate to become an active. Hunting is fun. I love it,
Hunting is good.
but nothing escapes the euphoria of just sitting there for an hour, 2 hours, and just just you being you and doing whatever you want to do on the band. So look for me. Put me in W1FYG. Put me in your inside your ham alerts. Look for me on the POTA spotting page, and I look forward to working
Definitely.
everybody. So tonight's
We'll,
cigar
turn
is dedicated to you
we'll
guys.
turn on the oven.
Oh, thanks.
Turn on the oven. Turn on the oven.
Exactly.
Thanks, guys. Steve, what do you got going on, Steve? Over to you.
So I've got a video I'm editing right now for Thursday night. A little late for the playlist, I know. But then
Carlos
just
will fit you
work
in.
stuff right now.
You good?
Yeah, I figured. Just work getting in the way at the moment.
Yep.
But hopefully that'll change soon.
Good deal. Carlos, over to you, buddy. What you got?
It's parachute mobile season, so parachute mobile, quite a few of it, quite a few videos of that coming up. With any luck, I'll be doing parachute mobile this weekend. So if you're looking to get that QSO, put me in your ham alerts, and maybe you'll get it over the weekend.
Carlos, what bands do you think you're going to be on?
Well, I'm going to try to do VHF, so 2 meter sideband, not FMs. 2 meter sideband is a sideband contest weekend. So I'm going to try that.
Nice, yeah.
And after that, I'm going to probably do 10 and 20 meters, just if I have time. And if I have more time if I have time to do more than that, then I'll just add other bands along. But, it'll be 10, 20, 40 maybe. So it just depends on how much time I have.
Carlos, you running the
Put them in your ham
with the 718?
Say again?
What radio you running for sideband?
Well, on FM,
705.
I should say on 2 meters, it'll be a 705.
705.
I don't have a 718 yet, so one of these days,
All right.
or 9700.
705 is awful expensive to jump in an airplane with.
Yeah.
Well, you
Julie said no.
you should see a video that's coming up.
Sorry. No.
7300's been Parachute Mobile, so
And he may have been dared to jump a 9700.
yes.
Ooh.
Have you really? Nice.
It just got hot in
Nice.
here.
Yeah.
See, turn that amplifier off.
Welcome,
Turn that
Vaughn.
amplifier off.
Look at Vaughn.
Hey, how about you? What do you have coming up, buddy?
Don't listen.
Not a damn thing. No. I have I'm completely dedicated to getting my commercial hot air balloon license done by the end of October. So I've been challenged by some locals, so I'm gonna get that done. I'm working on the written test now, which has been a booger because it's got a lot of fundamentals of instruction stuff in there, and the FAA makes it way too complicated. But I think I've got four or five more radios and a multimeter that I still need to do a video on. I kind of let the people who get these things out in the first 5 hours after release, let them get them done. So I'll get those knocked out at some point. Then the majority of it's going to be balloon content because I think it's a lot of fun. I think some people might enjoy seeing that. So last week I gave out the URL to the channel where I do that stuff. So if you'd like to check that out, it's just youtube.com/TexAviator, and it'll be a lot of fun. But that's all I've got. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Vaughn, Julie, thank you guys for being a wonderful guest tonight, as always.
It was a blast.
We really appreciate it. Everybody look at the screen. Give me an awkward wave.
Bye, Carlos. Thank you.
Remember, folks, Izzo thinks that a grasshopper's huge.